Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 4 of Dungeonous Dorks.
Yay!
Yay!
Is it 4?
Yep.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Time flies.
Yeah. So, just a quick little update here. Our map is a little bit changed since it was where we left it at episode 3. That is because, well, one, I bought some Dwarven Forge tiles to sort of help that out a bit. And I added a little bit of 3D modeling. Hooray, cut up toilet paper tubes.
They're all fancy. They're painted.
I painted them. I put some foil in them. That's what more do you want?
They are vats.
Yeah, they are vats. So to recap on the last episode, does anyone want to volunteer on that?
Okay.
Sure.
So while we were getting led down to the torture dungeons, we had Trinity and Divenna like looking around the outskirts of the building, trying to find a way.
With Monty.
We swim so well.
Monty is upstairs, and they are terrible at swimming. They are god awful at swimming.
No one will ever know.
Monty knows.
And you had a lot of disadvantage for a while because it took so long to swim like 50 feet or 100 feet per mayhaps. And then Velgrath convinced Kaylee, the crocodile lady, the wereladile, the crocodile lady, to fight with us in this upcoming battle. And as luck just so happens, Divenna and Trinity are heading down the stairs just as they hear the sounds of battle starting. So lucky us.
Oh, and we have...
Oh, yes. And over here, we had Amadine just kind of run away and create a nice distraction.
That was the plan.
That helped. Yes, that was the plan. So that I could undo my own bindings, and so I could help other people get...
Kaylee got mine on.
And then Kaylee got Kithri's bindings off, so we are not bound. And then also someone just like stabbed their face into a dagger that was around their throat because they thought it was...
Technically, he pushed his neck into the knife. I don't really know how far that went yet. That's like the moment we're coming in on.
Yeah.
No, the moment we're coming in on is we see that this is happening.
Your girl has got her bow drawn.
Yep.
And
All
it is
that.
aimed straight at...
I'm getting ready to whistle as loud as I can and or get the dog there somehow. Oh, and I don't look like me.
And you guys,
Oh my gosh, I forgot.
Right, yeah.
you guys caused the chaos upstairs,
Yes,
so we only have a little bit before all the people upstairs come running down behind y'all.
Yes, our beloved Divenna just decided to hatch a plan to turn into one of their goons without telling me.
Window.
Would have been good to walk through the front door.
Would have been such a great plan because while we had our sketchy entrance, we could have just walked through the
But
front
we
door.
climbed through a window. Isn't that more comfortable for
And
you
then on
as a
top of that,
thief?
it's even worse because I still have my weapons. So when the guard is like, well, if he's or she's a prisoner,
It
then
worked,
why
didn't
does
it?
she still have
Worked.
weapons?
It worked.
And in my head, I'm like, that's a good question. I would have asked the exact same question.
You're hired.
It worked.
All right. So I think that about covers it.
Yeah. Great recap. Okay, so just jumping into it. You guys you have your short bow drawn, and you're about to let loose an arrow, and you are about to whistle.
As loud as I can for a dog, but after that hits, because I know that Trinity's sneaky.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
We're not standing in the doorway.
Is it with advantage?
Yes, it is with advantage. She is not aware that you are there.
18.
Come on.
18.
Yeah, definitely
Ooh,
is
that
natural
advantage
18.
Yeah. Plus
4. So
Yeah.
yeah.
22.
It hits.
Then you're gonna get your sneak attack.
Yes, I am. I'm gonna get my sneak attack bonus.
And roll damage.
So I need numbers.
Yeah.
Soon tight.
Apologies. To the sun, guys.
Please do something good. All right. So we have 16.
Plus
You add your modifier.
Oh yeah.
4, probably.
Yes, 4.
Okay. So 20 points of damage.
Can I tell you?
So
I said,
you release this arrow and it fires right into her neck. She goes, "Ugh!" And she looks back at you and yells, "Get them, Rotsin!" And everyone roll initiative. Yep, go ahead.
including us.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that sucks.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
And let the good bad rolls begin.
That doo-doo.
Or just
6.
roll D.
Hey!
This is not with
Tweeners.
proficiency bonus.
Mine's 7.
That's just
That
die.
is your
It was a
proficiency
natural
bonus.
2.
I was
Oh,
So-
it's the 3 plus this.
I'm gonna
Oh,
go
that was
down
2.
uh,
Oh, I'm sorry. Initiative.
and
Okay,
call out.
17.
It's like, that is your proficiency bonus. So yes, there's proficiency bonus.
I just roll that once, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so 25 to 20. 20 to 15. How much?
17.
And-
17.
Okay.
Hey!
I imagine Amadine has higher dexterity, so I'm gonna let you go first.
17 versus...
Yeah, 14.
It's 13.
I'm obviously an expert, but if I were a noob, what exactly does initiative mean?
How fast do you react to knowing that you're going into combat?
Ah,
Who gets
yes,
to go
no, I
first?
knew that. But,
Yeah.
just for the fans.
Obviously.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, you
Situational
had your
awareness.
surprise round. This is how fast everyone else reacts to it.
Ah, okay. So to my own shot, I just react
Well, that's
terrible.
to be like, oh, I hit. Oh, I need to get other things.
Ah.
Dude, like, that was a good shot.
I just held that follow through like ballin'.
Pretty much.
All right. 10 to 15.
I had 11.
All right.
Oh, you're with us?
What?
5 to 10.
Oh, doo doo.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got better than us.
5 to 10.
It's
7.
And we both hit.
6. We could have been 666.
The number of the beast. Sorry.
So Velgrath, and then
Yeah. What's your dex?
0.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you rolled a natural 6? Yeah. Okay. Wow. Good job.
Hey, my modifier is up to 0 now.
It was.
Good.
I just want to say.
Nice. It used to be worse.
all right. Amadine. Oh right. Roll for her. Okay. Good. Good.
At least it wasn't 1.
All right.
My modifier is up to 0.
Amadine, you are first.
Okay, first off, like, pause. Is the half-elf lady holding any weapons?
Yes.
And she just got shot, right?
So I guess I think we left her off. She was actually just standing next to you, but her weapons were still sheathed.
They're still sheet.
But yeah.
Okay, alright. Alright. And I got the guy here, and he's pushing his neck into my... Like,
Yep.
it's not, is he reacting in any way to this? He's just standing there.
He's grimacing, but if you didn't know any better, you'd think he was sort of getting off with it.
That's my initial instinct
Yeah,
on the situation. Okay, I'm gonna slit his throat, let him drop.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was very
You just-
casually. That's the most.
I'm gonna slit his
That's
throat.
the most casual I've ever heard somebody say
Fine.
they're gonna slit somebody's throat.
Get it over with. He's in the way.
So is it? We can say that you can slit his throat and sort of push him towards the half elf woman as you do it.
Bindings on?
I like that. It's a good plan.
Yeah,
yeah.
she's
But
the
my arms
one
are.
that's still tied.
Yeah.
That's true. So it
My
wouldn't
hands
quite
are
work
here,
out
and I
without
was
your
really just
tie,
thinking
yeah.
I'd do that and then let his body fall.
So that's really how that would have to work out.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like really just right in that carotid.
Yep.
Just and let him drop.
You just push in a little bit harder, and he goes down.
Yeah.
Goodbye, scientist.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
And she seems distracted because she was just shot. So do I see where the weapons are at this moment? Can I like, or there's an obvious like pile of my bow and arrows anywhere?
Yes.
My swords.
That's a good question.
Were they carrying? Because we literally just walked down here.
And I've been passed out the whole time, so I couldn't even see
Would they
where
been on the boats or
we went.
something?
So, I mean, they were brought in, and someone, and you were sort of being given a tour around the place, and
I was distracted.
she was proud of her area.
She was.
And your weapons and stuff were actually sort of in a bundle down around here. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Don't loot our own stuff.
This is probably going to take my whole turn because it took a minute to figure out in the first place. I'm going to drop into a sitting position and wedge the dagger between my feet and cut my bindings.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make a dexterity check.
Wait, you have a dagger?
I have a dagger.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
part of the
that
fun of the
was-
last
I
episode.
thought it was a letter
It was a
opener.
letter
letter
opener.
opener.
But when I was-
as a dagger.
I was trying to look at the stats for what damage it would do, and I was like, can we just pretend it's a dagger for that purpose alone? 13, 16.
Okay. You start and get a pretty good way on cutting your bindings, but it's probably not going to finish until next round.
Fair enough. She's got an arrow in her neck.
I forgot
No,
that
she's
we
got an
haven't
arrow in her neck.
slept.
Oh, someone's
Not
been-
that one.
Not that
That's
one.
not the halfling?
No.
No, that's the half.
That's the half elf. This is the halfling.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No.
You know,
I was wondering why you were so happy. I was like, you're
In-
quite a ways from that. You
in
still
the
got
blur-
somebody in front of you.
in the blur of black battle, I just heard a scream and saw some blood, and I'm like, I got a second.
Okay.
Okay.
I think this lady's
Kithri.
gonna love you even more.
All right. I am going to. Where's Velgrath?
I'm here. You're here. This
Right
is
behind you.
Ulfgar. So all three of the baddies are next to each other.
Okay. I want to like run a little bit of ways from them and shoot them with a magic missile.
Or
Magic missile is one person.
It was just one person.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I could. Yeah, I can.
Well, you can fire multiple ones.
Fireball and lightning bolt hit more.
Well, I thought that
Fireball
the firebolt
hit better.
would kill us.
She decided magic missile to start with, and there's
Did.
not really any time to discuss it. So.
That's true. We're gonna shoot the halfling lady first.
Okay, so you want to run away a bit?
A little bit.
Okay.
Turn around.
So yeah, the zombie got the order, the mental commands that things are becoming hostile. So you are in range of the zombie right now. If you want to run away, it is going to get an opportunity attack against you.
If I run away. If I don't, is he still gonna attack me?
If she's casting a spell, they don't get opportunity.
No.
Okay, that's 3rd edition. Okay. I need to.
Well then I'll just shoot
Use
the person
things.
with my magic and won't run.
Okay.
And
So
hope I don't get any.
who are you shooting at again?
The halfling.
Okay.
My counterpart.
So all 3 magic missile bolts into the halfling?
No, I want to shoot one on everybody.
Okay, just one.
All
on
the bad
everyone.
guys.
Okay.
One per bad guy.
All right. So go ahead and roll 3d4. Let me know. Roll 1d4 to start with, because it does kind of matter who it's hitting. So this is for the zombie.
3.
So that's going to be 4 damage to the zombie.
Okay.
And then this is for the halfling.
2.
So that's 3 damage to the zombie, or halfling.
So sorry, I was a zombie.
2.
And then that's 3 damage to the elf.
That's a start.
It is a start.
It's a big start.
I forgot that we haven't had a chance to long rest.
Yeah, if I'm gonna use like a fireball, I don't want to be super close to them.
You're not full.
Lightning bolt would have been. Okay, whatever.
We didn't rest since the last fight.
Oh, you hit
I
me.
was in another fight.
They're in a straight one. These two are in a
I
straight
think I was the only one that got to
So
rest.
lightning bolt would
Well,
have
maybe I'll
you
shoot
in
them with
with
lightning bolt next
8d6.
time.
In the tavern.
I was in that fight too.
But okay, so who's next?
Next up is the halfling.
Some of us has to manage our resources here today.
So you see her pull out from one of the bags on her on her person, and she pulls out this bone shard. You're not sure what it's from, but she takes it. She jams it into the inside of her mouth against her cheek, and you see it come out of her cheek, and then she rips, and it rips open her cheek. And
She's the Joker.
there's blood just spouting out, and you see this dark aura coalesce around her and the elven man. You see the elven man, he weakens and and he coughs up some blood himself. But you see her get visibly stronger. Her wounds close, and
Oh man, we need to kill her.
Real creepy.
You should have put all 3 of it in her.
Should've.
Just drop a fireball on them.
Well,
Yeah.
fireball would have been better.
but that
Like
is
center
what
it over here and
she does. All right, next up is the elven man.
This or that.
This one, yeah.
Oh.
He glowers at the halfling woman and decides to run back here. And you see for a couple seconds he just hunches over, and he grows in size. He becomes large, 10 feet by 10 feet, 15 by 15, 20 by 20.
No. We're gonna die, guys.
There's no way we're winning.
I'm gonna blow
Maybe they'll
everything
just-
up.
Alice in Wonderland to get
No!
Are you
We have a dragon?
Why?
But I mean, is he really a dragon? He was just an elf.
What, are they all shapeshifters?
But that is his turn.
Oh man, this is not good.
It's not. We have no weapons.
Ulfgar, your turn.
We can try to just run away.
I was about to say that.
Fireball it is.
Ulfgar.
I'm gonna. Can I? Do I have spell slots? I do have spell slots, but my spells are not all great. I'm gonna cast Bane.
Okay.
Have I recognized any of the spells that they're casting?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Is that gonna be my action?
No.
I am thoroughly terrified.
16?
Okay. And so far, the only magic that seems to have been cast has been by the cleric, and you do not recognize it.
Casting Bane at 2nd level, so I'll hit 4 creatures.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the big baddie.
Yeah.
The stupid, both of the half elf, halfling people things.
What's the range on Bane?
Oh, dang. Never mind.
So you can't hit the half elf, but you can hit everyone else.
30 feet.
Okay.
Okay, so if that's the case, I'm just gonna cast
First level.
first level.
Yeah, that's fine.
That makes sense. I'll cast.
what's Bane do?
For their attack rolls. Sorry. Their attack rolls or saving throws, they will subtract a d4 from their number if they fail their saving throw. So, I'll at least help a little. I'm going to update my slots. I'm not using that.
Right?
How do I undo it?
Here,
Oh,
I was
just like
thinking
that.
I should shoot the little woman.
I got it. I figured it out. Has to first. Okay, cool. And so then I am going. Pretty much the backup some, but Never mind, let's see where I'm at.
Divenna and Trinity, both of you hear coming down from behind you footsteps running down very quickly.
Is it our turn?
It's not your turn yet, but just letting you know. Although, Ulfgar, if you're done,
I am. Yeah.
okay. Trinity, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna announce that I think we should run. So I hope I'm loud and clear to everyone. Let's run, and I'm gonna take a shot at this dragon, try and buy them a little time. Will I be able to move after that?
Yeah, you can shoot and move.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm gonna shoot at the dragon, and then hopefully you guys follow my instruction, because I'm running.
I don't know where you're gonna run to, but
Find out.
I'll tell you I'm about to run through who's ever waiting at the top of these stairs.
you and your 8 strength.
More than I have.
Hey, listen here. Just because she's a girl doesn't mean she's not strong. Okay?
Except you're actually not strong.
You're actually not.
Well, actually, I do have a higher strength than that.
Oh my god, I have low.
It's not
Wait, what's
strength
mine?
and body, it's strength and will.
Mine's 8 too.
We're little.
Dude. You're way more dexterous than
no.
me. That's good. Dude.
So plus 7, right?
Yeah, 16.
13.
Is that a
Is that
6?
7 or 6?
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Is it a 9 or
It's
6?
It's a 13.
So you fire off an arrow, and it does hit the dragon, but just clanks off the scales.
Nice.
No, the 13. No.
All right, I'm gonna turn and run.
All right. So you turn and run.
Can I also pull out my rapier since I heard people coming? Or is
Yeah.
that an extra?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Velgrath, your turn.
I do a key dodge.
Okay.
So that's my 4th out of 5 for the day. Yeah, I'm just kind of at a loss at this point, so I just go after the halfling woman since she's the cause of all my problems.
Okay.
So I get 2 regular attacks and 1 is right because 2 regular attacks and then 1 unarmed, right? Or 1 quarterstaff and 2 unarmed. Right. Level 5, I get 2 regular attacks, and then I also get
Right, so you get 2 quarterstaff and 1 unarmed.
2
You
quarterstaff.
still
and 1
have a
unarmed.
quarterstaff though?
I do not have a
No,
quarterstaff.
so yeah.
So I have 3 unarmed
Unarmed,
attacks. Still plus 7 though. So 23 and 11.
So the 23 hits.
And then also a 26.
Yeah, that's 26 hits.
Okay. So just D4 for that.
Yeah.
So the first hit is 7 damage, and the second hit is 6 damage.
Okay. So by now a couple seconds have passed, and you see that the halfling woman is starting to, her skin is starting to grow black and harden, and her size is getting a little bit larger. It seems like she's taking on some of the qualities of the dragon.
Is this something I could possibly counterspell?
It's not any magic you're familiar with.
Cool.
And it seems like whatever effect happened, it already happened.
What was Kaylee's initiative? Oh, okay. I guess
We don't know.
we don't know.
We don't know yet. Yeah.
Where-
And then
Is she?
Oh, yeah, we don't have.
We don't have Kaylee on the board.
yeah, you don't. I mean, for now, use her, but
I think she was doing Jessica's bindings.
Kithri.
Or Kithri's bindings, sorry.
Divenna, your turn.
So I'm gonna echo the run. I already whistled, right? As part of the surprise round.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm gonna I'm gonna go right up to where I'm 30 feet away from the halfling woman, and then I'm gonna cast, use my meta magic points and cast Agonizer Scorcher from her to the dragon.
Okay.
So that'll be a spell save against 15, Dex 15. And I'm gonna cast it at my 3rd level spot. 1 3rd level slot, so this better hit.
Wait, how did you get it between them and the dragon?
That's
She
my
moved.
magic.
Oh, okay. Alright.
So she can move the origin point of an area effect spell to.
Are you ready?
Yep.
17.
17 points of damage.
Yeah, to each of them.
So
Assuming one isn't resistant.
so they both seem to take a little less damage than you
Of course they
expect.
do. There goes my 3rd level slot. And then I'm gonna also... Nope, I'm gonna stand right there, waiting for my friends to run by me. So I'm probably like right wherever the door is. I'm right inside the door.
Oh, right. I forgot you were there.
Now the half-elf woman next to Amadine, she actually leaves you alone. She just turns and starts running towards
Hopefully I don't get counters.
6, 8, 9. She dashes 1, 2,
What? Oh.
and
Really wishing I didn't make that decision.
Oh, she's
Do I get
coming
an
at the
opportunity
queen. Oh,
attack?
she gonna regret that. She gonna
So
win today.
I'm going to use my dagger because I totally know how to use that. 7.
and you slice at her, and she just leaps over your
Do I
arm.
give an opportunity?
She hasn't reached you yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do I hear her?
You hear feet behind you. You glance back, and you see that it's the half-elf woman. All right, Amadine, you finish freeing yourself.
Yay!
I'm going to say that is your action, but you can still move.
Thank God. Okay.
Just a minute. Wild magic surge, guys. My hair falls out, but grows back within 24 hours.
Yes.
Great.
It's called fire.
I got potions for that.
That'd be feathers.
Just kidding.
All right, so where do you want to move to?
I'm heading straight for the weapon pile.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I get there in my
1,
turn?
2, 3, 4,
My speed is 30.
5, 6. So you can't get there this
Okay.
turn.
That's fine. I have single-minded on my objective.
Okay. Kithri, your turn.
Should I use the fireball or the lightning bolt?
Lightning bolt.
We can't talk to her. It's up to you.
Let's
could
see.
give
They're
her some
all kind of
spell slots.
standing in a straight line.
This one's a little off. So it
Let's use the fireball. Let's just.
where are you gonna center it? What's the radius on that?
20-foot radius.
Okay.
Am I going to get hit by my own fireball?
I don't know if you can hit both.
She centers it there.
I'd say.
It'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, like.
You can also just center it in the middle of the dragon.
And yeah, you can
Yeah.
definitely, you can easily hit both of them without hitting anyone of your party.
Cool. Let's do that.
Okay.
Boom.
All right.
Explosion
So
of fire.
Go ahead and roll 8d6.
8d6.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Need 'em?
They do get a saving throw for potential
no,
half,
I have
but
them.
still a lot more than magic missile.
7, 8.
Six, it looks like.
$26.
Okay.
So all three of them.
You see your spell save DC is 14 or 15?
What is it? 8 plus intelligence plus proficiency.
8 plus.
8 plus 6 would be 14.
Okay. So you see the zombie just turn to ash.
Nice. That kills him.
So this guy gone.
Yeah. And it's 26, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and they get minus to their saving throw? Or because of the bane?
Oh, they do get minus to their saving throw. So let me roll that. So this one for cleric. So they both save against it, though.
Still, though, 13 damage each is better than...
It's
wanted them
quite
to
a bit.
die. I wanted them to burn like the zombie.
Okay.
Oh, wait, we're in the second round now. Did Kaylee do anything last round?
Yeah, so she... Right, so I wanted to replace her. She turned into...
The crocodile.
Yeah. She turned into the crocodile. It's the form she's most familiar with.
She does that.
And
She's not. Yeah, she's not good.
actually gonna have a tough time getting through there, so she goes 1, 2, 3, and takes a snap at the halfling.
Yeah,
woman.
Kaylee!
You got mad jaws, girl. You can do it. Chomp her in half. You can gobble her up in one bite. She's small. You can do it.
Velgrath is useful.
This
Does 8 points of damage to her.
Alright, so I'll make her a natural 20 and she just gobbles her up in one bite. She's tiny. Like.
But right after you cast that fireball, you see the halfling woman. She seems to be moving supernaturally fast now.
Oh, great.
And she casts a spell just very quickly.
Counterspell.
Okay.
I mean, do I recognize the spell?
You recognize she's casting a spell.
All right. Hopefully this isn't a waste.
I don't know.
So, what are the rules for counterspell?
If the creature casting a spell 3rd level or lower, spell fails and has no effect. If it's casting a spell 4th level or higher, make an ability check using my spell casting ability. DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Go ahead and roll that check.
Natural 1!
So she gets it off.
Waste of a counter spell. Last 3rd level spell slot.
It's okay. You try.
I remembered it existed.
At least
Okay.
we can all drink potion and die with feather beards.
All right.
We don't have feather beards
I don't
anymore.
have any.
They
I
dropped
know I said we
out.
could drink some.
I don't have that potion right
Oh,
now.
we can't even do that.
So
We can have hiccups or change our skin color.
That was so Kithri just fireballed.
doing a slight break from initiative right now. Say that you see a familiar figure running down these ramps towards you, moving very fast. You see the young, dark-skinned, gnomish woman that teleported you all here in the first place.
What about Deus Ex?
About time.
Is this Deus Ex McKenna right now? Is God coming?
And right behind her is a group of people. Look like they're from all different backgrounds. There's a Goliath man. He's probably about 7 feet tall, chiseled muscles, and he has a battle song on his lips. And
I feel like we need some epic music
like,
going.
Here I am sitting dating a dwarf, and there's a man. There's a man. I'm like,
you see another man in robes and a goatee who looks extremely dour, and you also see a human woman who is in chainmail and bears a hand with a sort of bloody rag around her neck. It's a symbol of a hand with a bloody rag, not the actual, and they actually all run past you, and
She is all the way.
you're not quite sure what to make of this, but they run past you, and they're...
I'm just like, I got my rapier, and I'm like,
How's your health looking?
it's pretty good.
Okay. So
Well, relative. I mean, it was never good, but I'm full. I'll put that asterisk on there. I'm full, but it's not good.
Yeah, me too.
So Mary, which was the name of that gnomish woman, she says to you, "Stay safe. We'll handle this." And they all run.
Were we just the bait?
You'll see.
I think yes.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, the hard work.
And she
with
said,
that.
"Stay safe."
Stay safe.
Yeah, that's what she
Is
says.
it my turn now?
No.
No.
Not quite.
And he's
All right.
my
Because now I know what I'm gonna do.
Whoever's after Kithri.
my puppy coming.
It hasn't come around yet.
Now they're the only ones that heard the stay safe, or did they like shout it?
I don't even know if I heard it because I'm inside the doorway now.
right.
And he's up the stairs. Trinity's up the stairs.
You're a bit preoccupied
Yeah.
by the swing that you just took at the half-elven woman.
Have they run by me yet? Even?
They're like 20 feet away from you.
Okay. Up the stairs side or in the room?
do I have time to ask her
in the
where I
stairs
should
side.
go?
Stairs side.
Like, is it safe upstairs?
After
did she
she
just take
says
off?
stay safe, she didn't even stop. She just ran past you. Yeah.
The heroes are here, guys.
So next up is the halfling cleric.
She's died. How is she not dead?
She
We
turns
keep not attacking her.
and
I did.
We as a collective.
you guys have done a decent amount of damage to her since the fight began.
It's true.
She ripped her own face apart.
You've done like 50 points of damage to her.
But she also healed after,
But she's also
by
creepy.
siphoning life off from the dragon.
Super creepy.
Your
That's
girl
what she healed
did half of
back
that
in the-
damage.
Club too.
Well,
Yours was before the spell.
so
It's true. You make a valid point. Argumentative, so.
So it's that's victory. Once you say so, the person to say so has won.
Just walk away.
I love how I don't have any hair, and I don't look like myself. Wait, so I still have hair in my illusion. Or whatever that guy had, because I haven't dropped the illusion yet. Oh no! I should drop that
But
illusion.
I think he was bald.
I don't remember. But I should drop that illusion.
She turns
Seeing as y'all don't
and
know me.
her hand glows sort of a dark purple, and she reaches out to touch the Werladile there.
Kaylee?
Dang, I kind of wish she would have
Yeah,
had
it's
me.
I know.
She would have had disadvantage if she had attacked me.
We all
You
wish
ain't
she
gonna
would have
survive an attack,
No, but she would have had to roll twice and taken the lower roll.
but you ain't gonna survive if it hits.
Let him do it.
I'm okay. I mean, I for sure won't get hit if she's attacking her. So there's that at least.
I'm not trying to be that girl, but like, it's not on her score. She could probably take a little bit more damage.
She can't take crocodile dead her.
I think you found the definition of gray.
Okay. she reaches out and grazes Kaylee, and you see part of the flesh on the crocodile sort of fades and dies away, but it starts to regain its life immediately. But you also see some of the wounds on the halfling woman close too.
No.
What is this woman?
Necromancy.
So now it is the dragon.
I'm not gonna end well.
Dude, now we're fighting American Dragon Drake Law. Jake Law, what's his name?
How can you even
Turns to
fit
here.
in there? Like, is the ceiling really high or something?
It's the ceiling's a good 20 or 30 feet up. 30 feet.
Just not that.
Who's,
Its wings don't really go
who's
up.
volunteering to
Don't
fight
go all the
Drogon?
way up. It is a little cramped in here, but it can move around.
Can I
I'm
get
just
out
like,
the
is
door?
it so big that it's being hindered by the room, or is it just right? You know?
Can we all just go up the stairs and then it can't follow us?
Yeah, that's one way to do it. That's the Japanese.
Dude, we fight Maleficent?
So it moves to here, and
No.
it goes. And all of you, so Kaylee,
Velgrath,
Velgrath,
Kithri,
Ulfgar, and Kithri make dexterity saving throws.
That's not good.
17.
Oh, wait, I'm lucky, so I can
Oh,
reroll.
saving throw, so 20.
Good to learn stuff.
I can
Yeah,
reroll
because
on
before
attacks.
you know if he... Yeah, so
Yep.
you can still do it.
20.
Okay. 19.
Good call.
How many
14?
luck do you have?
I'm just lucky, so whenever I roll a 1 on an attack, I can reroll.
Noxious
Yeah, but I have
gas?
to
Is
use
it
the
fire?
second
What's coming
Oh,
out
so it's
of
not
its
luck.
mouth?
It's a different thing.
Yeah, it's
You
just like
see
something that my halfling,
a
it's a halfling
jet
trait.
of
Yeah.
acid
Oh,
coming out of its mouth.
I am not
Yeah.
How many times a day can you use that?
safe from acid.
I
Am I?
didn't,
Is
when
it
I
acid
looked it up, it didn't
Is
have
this
a
the
way
color?
that I
Is
noticed.
this-
in D&D,
that?
they can, some of them can.
But I
they
could be
can
wrong.
Various things, depending on
I
the
feel
color.
like we keep going from
might
bad
wanna
to
double
worse.
check.
Depending on the color of the dragon. Yeah.
Is it the Mean same to color?
Red dragons shoot fire.
Can I summon Blue Eyes White Dragon in?
I mean, do you know
attack
that
mode?
though?
I don't know that.
Oh, I was just curious. Like, I don't know that.
Does that? Does, does
Our
it,
character.
Right, no.
What?
does it?
It's just like Justin is a first timer.
What?
Like,
Does
What?
it's cool things.
Lana. Lana.
does the acid look like the stuff in the vats?
You haven't seen what's in the vats.
Oh, they're not. They're
What's in the
opaque.
vats?
Gotcha. I can't see into the vats. I was picturing like a glass science room. That's silly.
Kind of, yeah. Tip for that
So,
as the last.
what are your results?
19.
20.
Okay.
14.
All right.
Yeah, it doesn't have a... That's awesome.
Yeah.
So all of you do manage to duck most of the way out of the way, but you fully expect that you're about to be sprayed with acid and you're all going to die. Right before that happens, you see, especially Divenna, you see Mary, she sees the dragon start to inhale and breathe out. So she quickly starts casting a spell, and a wall of stone bursts up in front of you, and the acid splashes into it, and the stone immediately dissolves away, but all of you are safe.
Oh, okay.
Woo! Thank you, Mary.
We got an earthbender.
Don't.
It's a Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Ex machina.
Sing them.
Yeah. So,
Wait, Coach, what did they do with the
Coach.
with this?
sorry, what?
Did they just run past? this
Oh,
person?
is that half elven?
That's the person
That was the
chasing us.
half-elven woman. So, actually,
The one who's
it would
ruined
be
Amadine?
her. It would be
What happened to me?
The
You seem
Goliath
like you know
and
something I don't know.
actually no.
She's the one who keeps being like, yeah, do it. Do it.
Goliath
With the
keeps
bloody
going.
hand.
Do it.
Wait. Wait. So we're not talking about Mary. We're talking about the halfling woman now.
Yeah.
No, the half elf woman
Half elf woman.
that was following you across the room, but like didn't pull out any weapons, just
Oh.
watching you.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Real enthralled.
That's right. Yeah.
And then she just
like
like
doing a
turned,
tavern too.
turned around and walked away when like there was nothing else happening. I'm just
Yeah.
like,
Okay, I need to roll a little bit more now. Now that cinematic part is over.
Hey, cutscene.
So
Oh my god,
that is
guys.
going-
We might
The
not
eagles are
die.
coming.
We might not die.
The eagles are coming.
Fly, you fools.
we can just leave them here to die, right? We can
Gandalf just
fight
showed
more.
up with the Riders of Rohan. bro.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my gosh. We might not die.
Yeah.
What would I even reroll?
I don't know. No.
Pompous Paladin. Oh wait, that's kind of
Kind of your thing.
redundant.
Oh, Paladins.
They are when they're paid by
They are when I play them.
Ulfgar isn't pompous.
I'm like Ron Burgundy. Wait, you're a Paladin. Oh, right, you're a Paladin.
Probably says more about you than
I'm like a Ron Burgundy Paladin.
Just like clerics don't have to be all like, oh.
but
Point in case, the one we're fighting right now.
Exactly.
So you can counterspell divine spells?
If it's a spell, I can try
Yeah.
to counterspell it.
Mechanically,
That's
there's
how
not
it
a
works.
whole lot of difference.
I can try.
and divine.
This is better than nothing.
technically
Really,
should be.
that only changes how spells are prepared generally.
Okay.
Just like I'm a sorcerer, so I don't need components
Yeah.
for spells. Even though I'm using the same spells, it just happens in a different way.
I just steal stuff.
And get
And
real
knock
good
out
hits on
little boys.
people.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
you guys don't know that.
Pour alcohol, steal
Knock
life
them out.
savings.
Ulfgar, your turn.
Be really disappointed in their life savings.
Having just seen the wall and probably turning around and seeing this mob of people, I think back to what Trinity said because I haven't reacted since Trinity said run really. So I'm like eyeing the room to see where our stuff is as well, and I want to make my way towards our stuff.
Okay.
So 5,
I can always
10,
pick up a
15,
stick
20,
somewhere else.
25, 30. And then I'll do dash. No,
Some of us have
go.
cooler stuff than you.
Some of us actually handmade our weapons.
So,
I have a spell.
and you're
book
dashing
on you.
anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But your movement
And a
speed is
dagger.
25, not 30.
Yes, you're right.
on my
I don't
bow.
know why I thought it was 30.
So that's your action, because it is for pretty much everyone else.
Probably mine.
We need to get some cooler stuff.
So now,
Stuff.
this woman that has this symbol of a hand with a bloody rag wrapped around it, she starts chanting, and where are my dice? Everyone but Trinity gains 14 hit points.
I have 14 hit points.
Temporary?
No.
You're already at full. Shut up.
Some of us
I
were
wanted
not
14 more
at
hit
full,
points.
so
No.
But like, would you be able to go past what your max is?
No. That's
Oh.
what temp hit points are.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Okay.
So everyone heals 14 hit points.
I guess I'm not that upset then. I would have been a little upset if I could go.
I don't have one.
Yay!
And that is her turn. And
cleric.
then Trinity, you see this wood elf woman who was taking up the rear of this group. She is similarly equipped to that half elf, where she's dual wielding hand axes. She is wearing very little in terms of protective armor, mostly just leathers and furs, and she sees the half elf woman and says, "Let me show you how it's done," and slashes at her with both the axes.
Nice.
Nice. You go, gal.
Barbarians.
You go, gal.
Yeah, so she slashes twice and then a third time. The first one, the half-elf woman manages to parry. The second two do hit. Da-da-da. 11 for 14 points of damage. Not a great round for her, but that's her turn. And Trinity, now it's your turn.
Well, I mean, it seems like they were pretty confident about having things under control.
You're a coward. Is it a surprise
doing Trinity?
to anybody?
I think I'm gonna go upstairs and
stay
check
safe.
out that treasure trove that I spotted already.
Just gonna loot in the middle of the fight.
Never mind this dragon. I'm sure
Hey,
it'll be
she
fine.
told me to stay safe.
Exactly.
How do you know it's not trapped?
I'm gonna go hide in the treasure room.
Difference between staying safe and just leaving.
So I'm gonna make a dash up them stairs.
He's got some
All right,
itchy
it's
fingers.
gonna take you a couple rounds to get there.
Have fun.
Just leaving the fight.
Yep.
Peace out.
It's that far away. I thought it was right by the door.
It was like
There's
But
a stair.
there's stairs.
Oh, they
going up,
winded.
yeah.
That's right.
Ages.
like deep underground.
Just pop up to the treasure room and come back down,
right.
like
Yeah.
pockets full.
Yeah.
Oh, the fight's over?
Good job, guys.
And about how far is it? Would you say? Because I could go about 60.
It's very bad. It'll take you like a good, with your movement speed, 4 or 5 rounds of running to get there.
Basically, the whole time you were swimming across the lake is when we were going down those stairs.
Oh. Okay, that changes things. Trinity will be very aware that that is far too far. All right. Instead, I guess I'll turn back and I'll help out our friend fighting this little wood, or fighting the half-elf woman. So I'm gonna run at her with my rapier and take a nice slash at her.
Okay. So, attack normally.
It's normal. Okay. Natural 20.
Nice.
So you didn't have advantage on it, but it is sneak attack because an ally is engaging it. So it is sneak attack.
86
Yeah.
plus 1d8.
Yeah.
This is, no.
10.
It's the PMD one.
And then you're gonna roll those again.
Why again?
Because it's a nat 20. It's crit.
Oh.
Critical strike. Or head, whatever you want to call it.
What is the dragon?
got-
That's a 1.
That's 1.
You got 8 on your D8.
So 16.
16.
Plus.
So roll again.
Roll again.
Do I add the 4 now or later?
It's after you roll, but
It doesn't matter if we're
because
not
it's math.
multiplying, yeah.
It's addition.
So that's
then you got
12.
14, 12, so 26 plus 4, 30.
Yes.
See what happens when you don't run?
So
Just know that.
That's probably why they're dead.
This wood elf woman started running past you and engaged the half elf behind you. You slowly stop and think for a moment, and then turn around and run back. And while the two are engaged in combat, you take your time to get behind the half elf, and just at the perfect moment, you slide your rapier between her ribs, and she just goes down.
No, that's how it's done.
Don't worry. I got it.
And the wood elf responds, "She was mine."
And I'm just a little intimidated, so I'm just gonna be like,
My bad.
sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry for helping.
Sorry.
So yeah, this one was the she's at.
This guy moves over to the side here, and he starts casting something, and you
Counterspell.
see he isn't okay.
Wait, do I have another one?
This is okay.
No, it hasn't been my turn yet. I was gonna meta magic myself. Never mind.
It's also friendly.
Wait, I thought that was
No,
that
no,
guy.
that's the guy that turned into the
It's
dragon.
mini, but
That's the guy that turned into the
Okay.
but now that the dragon's on the board,
Yeah.
this is
Well, it's a good thing I can't counterspell.
That's why he said, okay.
Like this team coming in to save us, and we're just annoying the shit out of them.
No, we want to fight the dragon ourselves.
We didn't need
You
you.
counterspell, I still a kill. Like, they're just like, do they want our...
We'll leave. We'll just go. It's fine.
Said, listen here, we have pride.
To
all
be
right?
fair,
We'd rather die than
Minnie
take your help.
was on the board as a bad guy when
No,
we
it's true.
started.
It's true.
We would
true.
rather die than get help.
I wouldn't.
We would rather run.
I would rather get help.
You were about to counter our boy over here, so...
Because I thought he was a bad guy.
How
How do we know you're not a bad guy?
Corner of battle. It's
To
hard.
be fair, I look like a bad guy right now.
You do.
We don't.
Actually, you don't recognize me, I don't think.
I don't think any of us.
I wasn't there. I wasn't in part of that fight.
Was he in the tavern fight? The guy that I'm impersonating right now?
No.
no.
You
Wait.
don't recognize me.
Wait,
Yeah,
where would
because
you?
Yeah,
he
so I
was,
don't know
yeah.
you're you.
No,
You
no,
do
no.
recognize
That's not
me
the...
then.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We killed him.
Yeah.
You did the one that we killed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, that guy was in the tavern fight.
When the stayed dead.
Look at Trinity's not even the best fighter, and who's stacking all the bodies? How many bodies you guys got? I'm catching bodies left and right.
I killed the zombie.
You caught one body.
No, I killed the zombie. He just came back to life.
No.
Then I killed the other
No.
one.
I killed the zombie.
No.
No, I killed the one that Brian.
He killed him before.
Oh, you're
it
talking
was a
back in the
zombie.
tavern. Like,
Yeah,
we're
in
talking
the-
about...
In here too?
Technically, he wasn't a zombie when you killed him. Just
The zombie when I killed
All
him.
right. So this guy, he pulls out, or first he starts doing some hand motions, and you see shadows start to gather around this dragon and cling to its feet. And after that, he pulls out his wand. It is a gnarled and twisting, maybe bone, maybe some sort of white wood, but it has a place at the top for some sort of orb. And
Are
as
you
you
talking like a mini Saruman staff?
kind of, it's more of a
envisioning.
wand
Nice.
for this orb. But as you look at this orb, it shifts and turns and looks at you.
Sorry.
And he points the wand at the dragon, and there's this white bolt that arcs from the wand all the way to the dragon's side, and you see it pulse quickly, and then there's a it still sort of remains there, but it's dull.
Nice.
But he does. So I mean, it pulses quickly, and it you see this burst of energy ricochet off its scales. Should have waited to describe it until after I rolled. Natural 1.
but it was cool looking.
Yeah. Velgrath, your turn.
Okay.
Oh, I should have.
Attacking halfling lady 3 times, I guess. Well, we'll see what happens after each attack, but don't think I'm gonna drop her, but we'll see. That's a natural 1.
Okay.
So
We're good with those tonight.
yeah, that's a 15.
All right. That. I don't believe that hits.
Yeah,
No.
And that's a 12. And I'm gonna use my last key point to disengage and run.
Okay.
So I can go 45 feet. So 5, 30, 35, 40. What's up, wizard?
All right.
What was it?
Divenna, your turn.
She said, "What's up, my wizard?"
So,
My wizard. Yeah.
seeing as there are now people around me that look like equally enticing targets, I will just agonize or scorcher the same two I did before.
Okay.
Oh wait. I need to check something. So I had a plan. If I don't follow my plan. It doesn't say it's an action. Cool. So yeah, I'm going to give myself another 3rd level spell by using... Wait, did I count right? No, I can't! Okay, another 2nd level spell. Darn. Okay, my whole plan just went to shit, so it doesn't matter. Agonizer Scorcher them too.
Alright, go ahead.
It's a DC 15 Dex save. Aw, those are so low on 8s. So that's 8 points of fire damage. Do not get a surge.
Alright, so...
I'm also gonna yell out, "It's Divenna, by the way, guys! I'm not the bad guy I look like!" So it costs an action to drop that.
The dragon resists it, and you see the bolt slam into the cleric, but it doesn't seem to do as much damage as you expect. She went ahead and used one of the legendary resistances that she gained from the dragon.
Okay, well at least I burned one of those.
Okay. Next up is the half elf that is now dead.
Wonder who did that.
I didn't see anything. That was in the hallway. Like, yeah, you can't prove that.
This guy... Sorry, controlling so many characters at once now.
Is it
Why
fun?
did I do this?
Every time I did, I was like, why did I do this to myself? Yeah, sure, I'll just throw 15 of this thing at them. Like, oh, why did I do that?
You have no one else to blame. We can all blame Adrian when things start going bad.
This guy will go ahead and cast... Well, first he's going to inspire... Actually, that's a bonus action. He's not going to do that. He's going... Who looks low in this group of people?
I mean, we're all at... Well, no, Ulfgar's doing fine because you never went down to 0, but we're both pretty much at the same...
Amadine's looking low too.
14.
Better now, but I'm actually not
we're
part of that
basically up
group.
15. Well, we were at 1 and
I
now
thought we were at 0.
Were we at 0 or were we
Well,
at
you
1?
go back to up to 1 when you regain
Yeah, so
consciousness.
the three of us are all
then we
at
have
15.
So, Velgrath, you regain 8 hit points.
Okay, so 23 of 33. Take it.
And then...
That was the plan.
I had a plan, guys.
There's a plan.
And I got distracted. That seems about right for this character, though, so it's all good. I just figured out moving.
He starts casting another spell on the dragon.
Gesundheit.
And the dragon is going to use the last legendary resistance to resist it.
Gesundheit.
Okay. After that, it is Kaylee. Kaylee's going to snap at Pain again.
her name is Pain. Like Pain and Panic.
snap at her again, and she manages to sidestep out of the way. And now finally it's Mary's turn again, and
This woman is a goddess among us.
She was like a gold.
Weren't you just like cursing her a little bit ago? Like, she said
"She
she's here to
sent us on this
die.
thing.
I didn't want to go.
I did not come. For the record, let the record show that I did not want to be here.
Record reflects.
You just trust everybody too much.
All right, what is this, a Rosa Trinity? Let's settle down. But for the record, I did not want to come on this mission.
Just so we're clear.
Just so we're clear.
Although he does think it's going to be all right. She thinks it's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine.
Oh yeah, everything's seems fine.
all right.
Every little thing is gonna be all right.
Just saying, they could have showed up the first time.
No one
She
died.
points a finger at the dragon, and this beam of, I want to make sure it doesn't give a particular color in this. It does not. This beam of dark green energy shoots out of her finger and smashes into the dragon's chest. And how much does it do?
I like the sound of mini dice rolling. It's my ally.
19.
Kind of like me when I did that sneak attack. I like it.
That's critical.
Someone's real proud of herself today, isn't she?
She's a little bit.
Ooh. Probably
Trying to
a little
recover from
more
swimming.
damage than she intended, but lets out this beam of dark green energy. It slams into this dragon's chest, and it continues to pulse out of her finger as this dragon's chest begins to just crumble into dust, and it spreads and spreads and spreads throughout its body, going up its neck and down its legs, as the very slight bit of breeze from wherever there's a draft in here just blows the rest of it away and
Bye, dragon.
disintegrates.
Nice.
Killed the dragon.
See? Good entire
Disintegrates.
did 76 points of damage with that.
Nice.
Oh my god.
And
These
you don't
people-
like her.
These people are a little stronger than us, guys. Just a little bit.
I can take her.
Sneak
To bed?
Sneak attack to the rig. Sneak attack to the ribs. Still wouldn't kill her. She's probably got like. Nah.
Okay.
Well, Trinity's might not kill her. Someone else's might.
Amadine, your turn.
That's how it works.
Yay! I'm gonna keep running towards my weapon because I want my bow back and those shorts.
So, 1, 2, 3. Sorry.
I'll just get that for
Slam
you.
right by him.
You manage to, so you get to basically the pile of your stuff, and
So the swords, everything. Bow is going here. Grab my arrows, sling around my back. Is there anything left on the pile?
so of your stuff, you can pick up basically your bow and arrows and sort of kind of equip them, and that would pretty much be all you can do.
Fair enough. Okay.
Or you might be able to, if you want to get into the battle, just grab the bow, grab an arrow out of your quiver, and fire from there.
Okay. So yeah, no, that's a good point. It's a good point. I'm gonna put the arrows on me. I want all of them.
Okay.
And probably just gives me enough time to pull an arrow out and start to scan the room to see what's coming.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. That is your action. If you have anything you want to do with a bonus action, you could do that. Right around now, you guys, Trinity, you start to hear a dog running down.
I'm gonna give my signature whistle because
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's my dog. Just so he knows he's coming in the right direction.
Okay.
He has a nose.
Kithri, your turn.
I like to encourage the good
Yeah,
behavior.
where's that halfling lady
The
right in front of me?
only one that's
me.
left.
I'm gonna lightning bolt her.
Okay. So there are sort of alchemists servants, whatever minions, who are cowering behind vats
Good.
right now.
They should be.
They saw what I did to their friend.
So you want to do what?
I'm lightning bolt
Okay.
the halfling lady.
Go ahead and roll damage for that.
Is that D8 as well?
8d6. yeah.
86.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Two of them aren't sixes.
These are crazy.
Right.
No, not 4. 3.
That didn't bug me as much.
29.
Nice.
Okay.
These are yours.
29 points of damage.
Yes.
She fails her save, so you deal 29 points of damage to her.
Yes. Take that. You disgrace my people.
Get your cousin, Jessamyn. or Kithri.
She
Get
is
your cousin, man.
she is looking very badly wounded.
Good.
I'm very badly injured.
But now it is her turn. Her eyes are darting side to side. She looks cornered. She
Run.
realizing now that her best bet at survival is gone. She starts to cast a spell.
She just needs to accept that.
Are you going?
know,
Are you
right?
able to counterspell?
Nope.
Nope.
She's gonna portal herself away.
She starts to cast a spell, and it successfully completes, and you see her vanish.
No!
I knew I should have saved that counterspell.
But I thought you did.
No, I spent it.
She spent it and it failed.
On that one?
No.
No,
I realized I couldn't cast it on him because I didn't have any more spell slots in the right level.
Oh,
and I was
that's
going
right.
to give myself more spell slots, but I'd already used one of my meta magic points, and it takes all 5 of them.
It's complicated.
Oh man, she got away. I had almost had her dead.
You did.
I didn't like her anyways.
Well,
Probably
we
just-
think we almost had her dead. We don't know how many she's in.
She was not looking good.
She was also surrounded by dead people, and she's a necromancer, so I feel like that can change at any moment.
Note to self: keep counterspell for end of fight for her.
I
if we
would've
ever
killed
fight
her.
her again.
I was
She's coming
down
back
there.
later.
Nah, I don't think we'll see her again.
I think we will.
You guys remember I did the original 26 damage to her, so
20.
20 plus
We all know who she's really interested
6 for heart.
So before we
Trinity inflates her stats, apparently.
in. I've been suspecting that this whole
Rose-colored
time.
glasses on your,
That's what
on your
Trinity
memories.
does. Nothing Trinity says is the truth.
Is that the truth, though?
Is it?
oh, that's why.
I just pictured Monty like doing a mask style break-in this whole time. Like, jump.
My one
And then-
attempt of
then
ever doing
finally getting it.
counterspell, and it
Sneaking
failed
through the place.
miserably.
You guys remember that scene from The Mask with the dog? It was
Yeah.
an amazing scene. Dog stole my heart.
So suddenly all of this commotion that was happening, it turned silent.
As soon as I have time, I want to drop my disguised self.
You see this robed figure approach some of the cowering cultists and starts casting a spell. And these spectral, otherworldly tentacles burst up from the ground and wrap around the cultists, and you see their skin burning where it touches them, and it pulls them down back into the ground, and there is no sign of them. There's no sign of anything coming out of the
I
ground.
want to run
They're
over
just
to him.
gone.
Thought I was
Be
cold.
like, what was that? They didn't do anything.
They were followers of Leviatar.
Are you sure it was by choice? A lot of them look like they didn't have a choice to be here.
It's done.
Did you do
And he
that
walks
to the people
away.
upstairs too?
I didn't do exactly that, no.
Let me go upstairs.
Okay.
I will also be heading upstairs.
All right.
Are we gonna like do the? I'm going first.
I'll pick up my stuff.
I'm ahead of you.
Okay.
Getting my stuff.
Yep, everyone's getting their stuff.
And
I'm
you
gonna
also
grab
ran
my
over here.
spell book and my dagger.
Monty!
So Mary and the Goliath and the woman in chainmail, they take a look around this room. They don't seem to be following you upstairs.
I don't know that they're looking.
Okay. What's that?
So I got everything seems to be done. I'm like, because I'm here with the arrow. And there's no one left to shoot. We're good.
Nope.
Okay.
Go your stuff.
They all just poofed
Put
into
that
the
all
ground.
Put that all back. I really want to know what's in the vats. Can I? Is there a way for me to like look into the vats?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm pretty tall. I'm
So-
like 5'10".
They are much taller than you.
Okay.
Not to say that you wouldn't be able to sort of.
I was gonna say if there's space between them and the wall, I can kind of
right.
acrobat up.
So, go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
I will make an acrobatics check. What's my acrobatics? What's that say? 9 plus 6 is 15.
So you do manage to sort of parkour your way up, and you look down, and they are covered in the top.
Can I move the cover?
So there's basically there are lines going from. Now that you can see where the source of the lines are, you trace the lines to the dark crystal that's hanging from the ceiling, and it seems like whatever the source of it is, it's coming from the crystal and it's going into the vats.
Is the covering just like a piece of cloth that's been tied around, or is it a heavy?
No, it seems metallic.
It's a big metal cover. Okay, I'm not moving that. I'm not that strong. Can I smell anything?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Make a perception check. Plus 3, 17.
It smells a little like. I mean, Amadine has no idea what this smells like, but it smells a little bit like artificial sweetener.
But I would definitely be like, this is nothing I've smelled in nature before.
No.
Yeah.
This is not natural.
An aspartame. Ugh.
Yep.
Thanks for that.
This is not natural. I hate you.
Oh, that wasn't what I was laughing at.
Okay, all right. I'll hop down and inspect Monty of his wounds. How's Monty doing? He could be healed. I could do some
All right,
healing.
so who's going upstairs?
Us two.
Okay. And so you two go upstairs, and you see that everyone up there is dead. Not that there are that many people up there. There's
Cool.
a person that you shocked and possibly killed yourself. And then there were, I think, 2 other people. And
I also knocked one out.
yeah, so you knocked one out, shocked one, and then there were 2 others, and they both seem to have died due to some sort of slashing weapon.
I understand that more. But
Do any of them have a longbow?
Go and make an investigation check.
The doo-doo. 10. The doo-doo.
You do not find a longbow. And are you going through their pockets and?
No, I'm going to head to the treasure room. If I'm looking around, I'm just looking around to see if anybody had a longbow because I want one. But I want to head to where I saw that treasure.
So what treasure are you? talking
Whatever
about?
it was, like you mentioned it. It was like it looked like there was valuable stuff. There was like a place
So I mean,
because you said it had like scrolls and stuff.
there was
Oh, the
a
library.
library.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm
Yeah, yeah. You did not see anything there.
There's nothing there.
I saw
The person
stuff
who
there.
saw something was Kithri.
Yeah.
No, I know, but I'm saying we passed it, right?
Yeah, but you didn't really note anything of value there. It looked like a bunch of books.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I misunderstood that one. Yeah, then I'll start digging the pockets.
Okay.
I'm going back downstairs.
And you
Although
find...
I'm gonna turn and be like, we probably should share some of that with people who rescued us. And I'm just gonna walk downstairs.
And I'll say, yeah, I'll let you know how much I find.
So you start going downstairs. I'll let you know later how much you find.
Okay.
And you see when you get downstairs,
I really want to look at those books with you, though.
Right.
and the rest of you are all down there too. When you get downstairs, you see that they're actually all around this corner over here where there's a pool of water. They're looking into it, and
Our rescuers?
the barbarian says, "Yep, there's definitely treasure down there."
You went to the wrong way, man. Beaver.
Do I just walk in on that as I'm walking over to him? Like,
Oh my god.
I just be like, huh, that's funny.
Yeah, ears definitely perk up
I'm
at
not
that.
going to tell Trinity that. I was about to tell you my friend's looting the bodies upstairs, but seems you got that covered.
Well, someone got a little zealous with her magic, and he looks down at Mary. That would have been quite a fortune in dragon scales and parts, but there's not anything left, so...
Watch, that's the whole reason they even came.
I'm going to turn to Mary and... So... Were we bait?
No.
Well, then what was this all about?
And I was being honest when I told you about there being ritualistic murders here, and that we wanted you to investigate it.
That you're clearly more than capable of doing it yourself. Like, is there something particular about us that...
Well, for one, we believe that you can be valuable members to our organization.
What organization?
Yeesh, I'm gonna go look through drawers over here.
Our organization is known as the League of Mortals.
Okay, good to know you're mortal. But
The entire purpose of our existence is to end the interference of deities in the business of mortals.
isn't some of that interference good interference? Beneficial to humanity?
It can be sometimes when looked at in a limited context, but when the good deities start to interfere with us, the bad deities, it attracts their attention. And then
What about your friend that was healing us, though? Don't they kind of need a deity to help us?
it's complicated. And
Do you mind if we look at the books upstairs? You saved us, so I would ask before we try to get anything of value out of this.
you're free to do as you will, but I would ask that you not wander off too far.
Then now the job's done, though, right? We found them. We can all go.
They might be able to give us a lift.
Yeah, they
You are
did bring us here.
quite a ways from where you were before.
And
But
we
we're
don't
done,
and we don't
right?
have much context as to where exactly we are.
No, we're in a swamp. That's all.
And we don't even, prior to this, we didn't even know what a swamp was, so...
Yeah.
And prior to that, she zapped us somewhere else anyways.
That is where she's at us.
No, I'm saying like she zapped us from somewhere, then we swam.
But we
to
actually knew
nowhere.
where we were before
Oh.
she zapped us here.
Yeah. I kind of want to get back to that place. All right, I'm going to go. Hey, Kithri,
Yeah, let's go look
let's
at
go
those
look at some
books.
books.
All right. Well, once I'm
saw
done,
pretty-
Nerds!
I saw a pretty awesome one up there.
Her magic comes from books.
Does Does Monty find anything in the
I
dragon
understand
ashes?
wizards.
Yeah.
I don't understand me.
So once I'm
taught by a
downstairs,
wizard.
can I investigate to see
It'd
if
be
I
nice if
think I see
rules applied to
anything
things.
That
That might have
that might have any type
21.
of value downstairs, or like look to see if there's looks like anywhere something could be hidden.
what? Okay. 21. So Monty digs around in the dust and ashes there. And there is nothing.
You're fine.
Mary was thorough.
So, and where are you looking exactly? Are you looking just around this cavern or in that pool of water there?
Wait, I thought she was still upstairs.
I came back down after I finished looting.
Kind of want.
Well, I wouldn't know that the pot of water would have that, so I guess I'm just browsing.
Okay, make an investigation check.
I also wanted to look through those herbs.
That's what
Yeah, you
23.
All right. And you meander around. You look over by the torture rooms and figuring there might be some interesting weapons there. Go through it. There are several interesting devices there. None of them look like they're very valuable, but you can take some. You do find it looks like a brooch with a man who's strung up on a rack, and it's bound with a fairly simple copper chain. That seems like the most interesting piece that you found. You also do notice that the Wood Elf woman and the Goliath man are looking down into the water and chatting with themselves. And you go and meander up to them and peek down in. And there's definitely some shiny stuff down there.
Okay.
Only you were better swimmer.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you have any means of getting down there? I see that you guys are as interested in shiny stuff as I am.
Yeah, just
Watch me death.
and we can both make it down there fine. Just we're debating over who wants to have itchy skin for the next few days.
Oh. Well, you already got itchy finger. I'm not there.
Well, if we're all willing to split it equally, I can throw my.
They laugh. You'll get something in return. Don't worry. But this isn't being split equally.
Well, fair enough. I'm not gonna mess with Goliath,
Oh, God.
I'm gonna go over to the.
but I will say,
Hottie Goliath.
I hope you hold your treasures close. Some of us have light hands.
Itchy finger.
Did I find anything in the desk drawers?
The desk drawers of the over
Yeah.
here. So Velgrath actually comes and joins you.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see
you
what exactly
do-
their experiments were.
You do find
I'm looking for shiny things like
Oh,
gems.
I am not. I'm actually trying to peruse documents.
Yeah.
the only thing of any possible value you find over by the desks to you find some ink. I think ink's pretty valuable.
Pocket that. Small.
Yeah.
Light. Can carry that. No herbs or anything that look good.
That's
No, a
upstairs.
couple pots of ink. Yeah.
That's good. Gotcha. Cool. Right.
You do look over the notes. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
That's no bueno. 10.
Right.
I've been really well.
And you can recognize that whatever they're researching here is far beyond your knowledge.
Okay.
So you know that you know nothing.
At least I know that I know nothing instead of thinking I know everything. It's good to know what you don't know.
You know that nothing you know.
Indeed.
I'm not sure what that means. I don't think I know.
Exactly.
Whatever it is, it wasn't natural.
You're going upstairs, Kithri.
Yes.
So you go and
We're both
you
looking through the
approach
books.
that. All right, looking through the books. You
Gonna
approach,
grab that one that I saw. For sure.
that spell
I'm gonna be like, wait, before you grab the book. I want to check to see if there's any sort of arcane symbols on any of these shelves or any sort of locks or chains attached to the books.
Make an Arcana check.
Natural 1. Wait, I can give myself advantage.
Well,
Oh, I have to do that
you
beforehand.
have to do
though.
that beforehand.
Never mind.
It's just as new days.
There doesn't actually seem to be any sort of locks or chains, and you don't see any arcane symbols.
We'll grab the book.
There's no symbols
So-
there. We're totally safe.
Yeah.
Thanks for waiting, though.
Yeah, no problem.
So I think the thing you're looking for is actually a spell scroll case.
Yeah.
So basically, it's a tube.
I'm gonna grab the tube.
Yeah. And you open it. Yes. Nothing happens. And you take
'Cause I
out.
checked.
You did a thorough job.
You
As far
take
as we
out
know.
3 spell scrolls. I will let you know what they are later.
Okay.
And I'm looking through the books for anything that might be helpful.
Kithri did note previously, and it hasn't been that long, so she probably has the presence of mind to remember that there were a couple books on herbalism and the application of herbs and alchemy in medicine.
Look at those and then go grab some.
I'm
Herbs.
going to just put them in the bag of holding and tell Kithri that I am doing so.
All right.
Which I have been studying ritual casting and poison making, so I probably recognize some of the stuff hanging up. So after I go through and look for interesting stuff among the books, I want to go through and look for herbs,
Okay.
especially anything rare or anything I might not find elsewhere.
So another thing to note is that all of these books that you are finding, they're pretty old and fragile, and
I know how to handle those.
Yeah. But some of them are just they're completely faded. You think that you might be able to pick some of them up. You do a little test, and it seems to fall apart in your hands. And most of this library here just has succumbed to age. It's gone. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
That's better. Not like that would have been life-saving or anything if there's something bad going on. 19?
Okay. So you do find, aside from the herbalism and alchemy books, another book detailing the history as interpreted by the priests of Ilmater, and of the conflict between Leviatar and Ilmater. And this, you scan through it, it seems like it goes back at least a few hundred years.
Okay. I will take that too. 'Cause I have a bag of holding, and what better place to put books than a bag of holding?
True.
Book bag.
And then I guess we'll talk later about what herbs I managed to pick up.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Who else was doing stuff?
I was looking over the papers, but that are way over my head, so.
Okay.
I guess I'll go check on Ulfgar.
Yeah.
Now you will after you try to run away.
And then loot stuff without telling anyone else.
I think I'll talk to Mary.
I'm just gonna snuggle up, and this is all in Dwarfish, by the way, so y'all don't understand.
Yeah.
How you doing, Ulfgar?
Well, I feel better now that I have my maul.
That's true.
That was rough. How are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
You're very brave. Thanks for helping me on the stairs when I ran away. And you stopped that zombie thing from taking a slash at me. Back in the cavern.
Tavern. In the tavern.
Tavern.
They're actually the same word in Dwarvish.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Because
And-
caverns and taverns
yeah,
are
and,
in
like,
caverns.
you're
because
commenting on
they're
a language you don't
underground.
understand.
We really were just talking about a
Strange.
place where you drink, and for dwarves, that's all cavern.
That's everywhere.
Well,
Yeah.
dwarves often live underground, right?
Exactly.
So cavern, tavern.
Yes.
That's where we're going with that. Yeah.
Just making sure you're okay.
Just casual D&D racism.
Literal race.
You guys said it.
I was making a linguistic funny, okay?
Okay.
Go ahead.
We're all done.
That's it? Okay.
She just wanted to check on me.
Just wanted to check on Elfie.
Checking and boo boo.
All right. So you're talking to Mary?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of saunter over to Mary. What's she up to? What's she doing right now?
So Mary actually has started to peruse some of the notes that Velgrath was looking at.
Oh, I totally did not get any of this.
At least you're honest. You're an honest douche.
She nods. Says, there's no shame in that. I am sure it will take us many months of deciphering all of this. But
Yeah, that's why I didn't get it.
and she starts to gather up the notes and put them into her own bag.
So, did you know there was gonna be a dragon?
I honestly had no idea.
Did you know that there this building was here?
I did not.
Did you know about the Werladile?
No.
You guys don't know shit, dude. The fuck y'all doing over here? You just sent us in blind? So how did you even find the building? Well, how did you find us?
She smiles at that. She says, we knew that there were murders here, given the seemingly unimportance of this location. We didn't think that the danger would be at this scale.
Were you following us? How did you
But
get?
we were keeping an eye on you. We did think there was some danger, and as soon as you disappeared from our sight when you entered this area around the island, we realized that this is magic far, far beyond what you are prepared to handle. And we came here as soon as we could.
Okay, appreciate.
I believe before we came onto this, there was mention of a reward for completing said quest. And I would call this completed.
It is. And you will get your reward.
All right, I'm just making sure.
That crystal up there, any idea what it's pumping into those vats?
You don't know that. Just saying. No, it's fine. You know everything.
The pipes are, you don't need to be on top of the things to see
Some
the
of us
pipes
went on top
going.
of it. I'm just saying.
So and she says, I'm not completely sure yet, but given what I've just read over from these notes, it seems to be siphoning some sort of emotions or magical energy. I'm not exactly sure on that yet.
So yeah, about that, I don't know how long you've been following us and how much you've actually been following our investigation, but there were these things that were all up around town that that seemed to, like, we thought maybe it was affecting people's moods, and if you're talking about like emotions and stuff, everybody seemed kind of like blasé.
I was definitely feeling weird.
Yeah.
I was feeling
Saying
very
that I'm
happy.
upstairs.
Yeah, which is never happy. So like
You're just in your book. You're like,
these things
I knew something was wrong when I was
were
really
just like
happy.
all up over town, and they seemed pretty recent, and that's when apparently people started acting kind of funky. So
I got like 25.
did you already know that, or Like I don't know how long you've been kind of following.
We didn't know exactly that. No.
Okay. That might help in your research for whatever this is.
That is very helpful. Thank you. And gee,
Sure, give them all.
like most of them are in the
You
bag
only
of
have
holding.
one. I have the other 8.
What have I been pulling out of my shirt?
Error.
Very good question.
Leaves. Some twigs.
And she takes a look at it and she asks, have you been able to determine if this is magical or not?
Don't ask me.
I'm upstairs.
Okay.
I
I
touched
couldn't
it.
tell you, but I'm upstairs.
I mean, I held them all and I feel fine. So
Don't worry about it.
They
And she
seem to
starts
think
casting
so.
a spell.
They-
It doesn't appear to be, but based on these carvings, though, I can definitely see how this would be a good magic conductor. Interesting.
you're welcome.
You're well.
I'm gonna go over to Kaylee and
I should also probably go over
And
to
ask-
Kaylee and
So Kaylee is out of her Orladile form. Yeah.
when did you decide to join the team?
Well, when right before the fight broke out, Velgrath said something to me that kind of stuck with me. Made me realize that there is always a choice, and I decided that I wanted to do the right thing.
That's what I said, Kelsey. Yeah.
she's cool, by the way. She good. She good fan.
All right. Well, we appreciate your help, and it's not much, but here's 10 gold pieces for helping us out.
Thank you. This will go very far.
Heard is it your brother or your nephew or
My brother. Yeah.
your brother? Yeah. Heard he got into a bit of trouble. Don't be too hard on him. Might not have exactly been his fault. You know, kids are kids.
Jesus.
I'm just gonna walk away and leave it at that.
Yeah, I definitely raised an eyebrow at that
ahead.
comment. I was just like,
God, I love
Go
Trinity.
ahead and make a deception check.
yeah.
Natural one. Natural one.
Out of all the ones we could roll tonight, this is one.
10.
I love how upset we are. It's not a one.
Just thank you. I sincerely appreciate it, and yeah, kids will be kids. Okay.
We're still upstairs, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll
maybe.
eventually make our way downstairs if that's where everyone still is.
All right.
I'm sure I heard the conversation go
Massive
between
orgy down here.
Kaylee.
Are there any bodies on the floor? Or did everyone get burned up? There's got to be a body or two that I could.
Zombie
Upstairs?
burned up.
Downstairs here.
Downstairs, the only body is
Dragon disintegrated.
What about the guy that
Halfling.
you killed?
Oh yeah, the guy in the hallway. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go through his pockets.
Her
Her
that liked
pockets.
you.
Oh yeah, that.
So you go through her pockets.
Yeah, no, I poke her a little bit with my hair out. I didn't like her. She was weird.
Make an investigation
I
check.
will.
Make a poking check.
What about the guy whose throat you slit?
Yeah, that is also a body
Oh,
that
that
was
guy
there.
too.
Oh, didn't get dragged down with the other servants.
Nope.
Or 12.
Okay.
No, I lied. 3. I got mixed
I was
up
gonna
with what
say.
number I was looking at. 3. I'm like, no, I'd never roll a 12 on intelligence. No.
And yeah, you pat her down, and doesn't honestly seem like she has a whole lot in the way of pockets. She seemed pretty Spartan. Pretty much just her leathers and her axes.
I'm just groping a corpse. That's what I'm doing. Okay, great.
It's very toned.
Impressive. Most impressive.
I drag her to a dark corner. And I'm just kidding.
Nope, you said it. We gotta do it. We gotta roleplay this. Okay.
Yeah, no, I just kick her a little bit and then I go sit with Monty.
All right. So for the next 20 minutes or so, the Goliath actually is the one who is swimming down and bringing back up treasure. Once he gets down there after the first time, he actually comes back up and says, there's actually not a whole lot down there. Either this dragon hasn't been here very long, or maybe it hasn't been allowed to accumulate a whole lot of wealth.
Oh, I'm not there. Am I there yet?
Sure.
Do I hear that?
Yeah.
Wait. So that was actually a dragon? It wasn't someone turning into it. It was a dragon?
As far as we know, yeah.
Dragons can become people?
Yeah. They very commonly do.
Can I do a perception check to see if I believe that?
Insight.
Our insight.
So-
and this is about the treasure. I don't care about the dragon.
Anyone I look at could technically anyone could be a dragon.
Natural one.
Yeah.
Not one with me, but
I totally believe everything you're saying.
I totally buy that.
It seems like a very reasonable explanation. Yeah, there's probably not a whole lot of treasure down there.
I mean, look at the glistening
I'm still
man.
on the.
Would he lie to
So
you?
anyone can be a dragon. Dragons can turn into anyone, and it looks like anyone.
Yes.
Like, he talked and everything.
Yeah. Dragons are intelligent.
That wasn't my. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Are you concerned about this for any particular reason?
No, just dragons are already terrifying enough as they are, and they did not need to become more so. Thank you.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, they're not very common.
That at least I did know. Okay.
Although, yeah, I mean, really, when you think about it, could be anyone you know. Could be your next door neighbor. It could be your best friend.
But there's
I mean, they could
they're not all
coordinate
bad,
dragons
right?
at
There's
any point
good
in time.
dragons, right? I've heard of good dragons.
I've heard of good dragons. I've never actually met one.
Well, if they were
Most
smart, they
dragons
probably wouldn't have
I've
anything
heard
to do
of
with us.
Tend to be these chromatic types, and they tend to be very devious.
But it's the chromatic, and then there's the metallic, right? That's the distinction.
Yeah, as far as I know.
Are they always split into good and evil that way?
Let's say I've never heard of a chromatic being downright evil. I've never heard of, chromatic being downright good. Never heard of a metallic being downright evil.
Like there's always an ulterior motive.
As far as I can tell.
Can I ask who you
I'd
people
really like
are?
to talk to you guys.
Oh,
This was thoroughly
General.
explained by Mary a while. Were you not
Well,
here?
I was making sure that upstairs everything was safe.
It didn't really make that much sense the first time you explained it, to be honest. Just saying.
We are members of the League of Mortals. The entire purpose of our organization's existence is to make sure.
All right, that's good.
Yep, that's exactly where I toned out last time.
Never mind. You lost me at League of anything.
What about things
Organization was my part.
Yeah.
that I don't know. They're
Did we just become
created.
best friends?
So is it all mortals?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Like join your little club. All mortals are welcome.
Not necessarily. There are certainly mortals who are under the influence of deities and who very closely serve those who wish to interfere with the affairs of mortals. We generally do not welcome those, and
What about non-deity immortals?
like what exactly?
Yeah, it's not necessarily because like dragons live a really long time.
We generally don't have a problem with dragons.
Okay, but what else? What else have I heard about? What about what else? What other creatures do I know about, like sphinxes or other things that might potentially be?
Make an Arcana or Religion check, whichever you would prefer.
Probably religion, because I'm proficient in that, and not Arcana. 16.
Okay.
Which is hilarious, because you're proficient in Arcana, aren't you?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, there
I am
are religion. So there are devils and demons who can be quite powerful and can rival deities, but you do know them to also attempt to interfere in the affairs of mortals.
What about, like, do I know anything about, like, fae or...
There are undead, extremely powerful, immortal undead, like vampires and liches.
I'm trying to find something that's sometimes good and not necessarily evil in my brain that could potentially immortal. It's not closely tied to a deity.
If you're asking about fae, go ahead and make an Arcana check then.
Unicorns?
Yeah, like unicorns and things like that, that they're either extremely long-lived or, you know, but they're generally good. But that would be a 12.
12?
I'm extremely long-lived.
That's not natural.
Wind.
Oh, it's very natural.
Yeah, and you're aware of fae creatures. You've heard of Oberon and Titania, and
They're not deities. So do you have problems with them? Because you specify deities messing in people's lives.
they generally don't
Some history.
attempt to interfere in our realm. So we generally don't have a problem with them.
So you have a problem with people who are generally
Divenna, why do you care?
long-lived. Well, because I want to understand this. Long-lived for some reason or other, very powerful, and taking that and attempting to influence the rest of the world, be it for good or bad.
Yes.
So even if there was some sort of deity that managed to create peace upon all of the realms and all of the planes, you'd have a problem with that.
Let me ask you this question. How would this deity create this peace?
I'm not smart enough to know that. But somehow, by not forcing people to do anything...
From what we've seen, there's no way to create peace that is not through force.
You're really beating around my question.
I can kind of see where they're
If
coming
there was
from on
some
that.
way in which to create peace not through force, and a deity attempted to do this, we would not have an issue with that. As of yet, we have not witnessed this.
So you're really
Divenna,
picking
you
and
grew up in
choosing
the
here.
hood just like me. Have you ever seen a completely good person anywhere? That's what
the
he's
point.
saying.
These people are doing what they think is good, but that doesn't mean they're right.
Well, also, like, they're also saying that one of the ways to get peace would be to kill all evil, potentially. And so that would be the good gods doing, like, intervening and hurting people to finally eventually get to a state of peace.
They also seem to be assuming that it's inherently bad to use your power to do something you think is good.
I think they just want to have affairs. The gods keep getting in the way.
This is something I had never had to consider before. And I think people who are powerful should try to protect those around them and serve a greater purpose.
In my experience, the powerful always prey on the powerless. So
In my experience, everyone thinks their mission is the right one. So I'm not even going to get involved.
I'm trying to understand your league.
Look at Trinity. Trinity thinks she's good.
good is a matter of perspective. And I'm good at what I do. You sold me.
Right.
I want to join.
I love how you shut off after League. And you're just like, you know what? Screw it.
I thought you didn't want to come here in the first place.
I don't. I don't want to join.
Mary, you should
I
have
just
heard
wanted a
what
good
she
laugh.
said about you.
Who says I didn't?
Ooh.
So when are we leaving Mary on board?
So,
I'm going to keep pestering them with random questions as I think of them. But
Yeah.
That's it.
over the next half hour or so, the Goliath has gathered up everything that was deemed to be valuable. And they've tucked it into their own bag of holding.
We have nothing.
We have books.
We do.
On our
We're
reward?
pretty stoked
say-
about the books coming in.
True.
If you'll just come with us, we will make sure that you find a suitable reward.
Well, also, Goliath, we had a separate arrangement regarding that treasure.
Can I
As I
make
recall.
an insight
I
check
recall
on
no such
whoever just
arrangement.
mentioned finding a suitable reward for us? Because that sounds real not trustworthy.
Go ahead.
Cool.
It was the we'll take you somewhere that got me off. I'm like, secondary location? I don't think so. 12.
They
It's
could have just
11.
let us die, but okay.
That's
just
perception,
saying.
right?
Insight.
Oh, why?
Because you're trying to learn.
Oh,
I
actually,
agree
no,
with
it's fine. That's
Velgrath.
better. It's good. Okay.
If they wanted to do
15.
us in, they could have just let them kill us and beat them without us.
12, 15.
That guy just killed, people who hadn't
And if
done
they wanna
anything
kill
and
us
were
right now,
cowering
I
in fear.
don't
We don't
think
know
we're
that.
even-
We don't know they're dead. We just saw them get dragged underground. They could just, be in like hell. Right
Suffocating underground.
He'd be dead by now.
So maybe there's a cavern tavern down there.
Just a bunch of friendly dwarves.
Yeah. And an octopus.
Octopus. Where did the octopus come
There were
from?
tentacles.
Oh, the tentacles. Touche.
I guess it could be a squid.
It could be a kraken.
Yeah.
All right. You're not catching any deceit from them so
Okay.
far.
Cool.
So you all gather up, I assume, as Mary says, I'm going to teleport us somewhere else.
Where are we going?
To one of the League's safe houses.
You're not just going to take us back where you found us?
And I sort of need to take you to the safe house to make sure that you get your reward.
Fine.
Just some of this treasure here, it's quite nice, but
Yeah, I can just take some of that and be on my way.
but it would better serve other members of the League. Whereas
They're giving us a free ride.
Yeah, I got a free ride here in a boat. That
we
wasn't
don't-
so great.
Well, yeah, and we also don't know where we are.
But
We
in
don't
general,
know where we are.
we don't know
Amadine.
where we are.
I'm just saying, I'm not so keen on traveling with strangers right now. But okay, it looks like everybody feels
where
fine
was
about
that when we got on this quest and I said, hey, this is a little weird.
There was gold in front of my face. I
I'm
couldn't
just gonna
think.
go over and take Mary's hand and be like, we had to hold hands last time, right?
yeah,
Okay. I'm just gonna grab Amadine's wrist if I can.
It's very high up there, but I think you can get it.
I will be grabbing
I'm only like 8 inches shorter than
and
you.
reaching for the
Oh,
Goliath.
okay.
And reaching for the
I'm not a
Goliath.
halfling.
The Goliath.
The.
The
I'm
so
gonna jump on Monty's back.
yeah,
Goliath.
grabs hands with all of you.
tripod.
You notice that the rest of her group is grabbing hands with the cleric that they have there, and she starts chanting. About a minute goes by, and you are teleported somewhere else, and that is where we will take our break. Returning from our break, you all vanish and feel that stomach going up to your throat sensation, and you're on extremely hard, cold stone, and there is a draft coming through, and you look around you and you're slightly blinded as it seems like you are in the mountains somewhere, all around you is snow, and it's just white and cold and freezing.
Isn't no
Safe house, right? Inside, safe house?
Maybe it's in a mountain.
Says, yeah, for some reason, the wizard here really liked outdoors, wanted the circle outside. I don't know why. Let's get inside. So you step inside, and it seems like the structure was built more to make sure it can house Goliaths. So the door frame is extremely large, the ceiling is very high, and you walk in, and inside it's warm and a little rowdy, it's jovial. You go into this almost tavern type area, and you're greeted by mostly Goliaths who turn and look back at you and raise their mugs and say, "Hey, Mary, welcome back."
Question. Did they teleport Kaylee with us, or is she just kind of alone back in the...
They left Kaylee there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't say goodbye.
That is where she
I
lives.
didn't get to say goodbye. Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry. You did get 10 gold pieces though, so good on you. Alright, sorry for that.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, they
don't know
didn't. There was
that.
no net profit there.
Yeah. Just
You don't know that.
That, I mean, true. Character-wise, we don't know that, but
Mary, why is everyone so tall?
Are you not familiar with Goliaths?
Yeah, gotcha. I knew that.
She says, well, they're people who live high up in the mountains, as we are in now. They have a little bit of giant blood in their ancient past,
Really?
as far as I know.
That would have been quite. How would that?
Best not to think about it.
Yeah.
Divenna, let's just get our reward and get out of here.
Because I'm actually really. Where are we? And where was the
were we?
swamp?
When can we go home?
We are. She thinks for a moment, and I need to confirm exactly the relation as well, but we are several hundred miles away from where the swamp was.
And where was the swamp?
Swamp was several hundred miles away from where you were initially.
Thank
Does
you.
the
That's
swamp city
completely
have a
not
name?
helpful.
Kind of help.
Question: can you teleport inside of somewhere?
Inside of,
Building, walls.
I could,
I mean,
yeah.
you make a good point. We teleported out of a building.
And how do you learn how to do that?
Years and years of study.
Oh, okay. Oh.
So honestly, that swamp, I have no idea what its name was. I can tell you the approximate empire it was in. It was sort of a village that didn't really have any sort of legions. I'm not quite sure there. Same as your frontier near the city of, what was it called again?
Oak Hill.
Oak Hill, right. It's a quaint place. Interesting people too. But not really any particular allegiance.
That wasn't really my question. Have you noticed how you're all very good at not answering the questions? And I'm just gonna walk away and go talk to a Goliath who I happen to find nearby, I'm sure.
Okay.
Treasure room.
So, how is where are we? Is it always winter here? And just all the questions.
Okay.
Can I ask Mary if there's a spell to make her and Amadine shut up?
Yes, there is.
You should really consider casting it. I think that would move things along
I'm not
much faster.
super familiar
Monty
with it
growls
right
at you.
I'm not there, so.
I don't.
Some of us have curiosity about the world.
Yeah, I don't have the map handy
That's
right
okay.
now.
I totally fine.
Probably wouldn't have meant much to us.
It's not like we've ever heard of these places.
Eventually we'll learn. But, you know, being
What does a halfling have to do
being
with
the curious
around here?
kid I am.
Wink at the right guy.
And when you say that out loud, a few of the Goliaths do laugh a bit. That's my kind of woman.
Yeah, all right. Where's my mead?
That's how Goliath.
Need.
And that's how she is related. I heard meat.
Goliaths and halflings.
Tiny little voices. They're so hard to hear down there.
So far away.
Like Tinkerbell size compared to Goliaths.
You really are. You're up to maybe, not even up to most of their knees, really.
Half calf.
Cat.
Cool.
Just the physics alone.
Your little boots might fit on their pinky finger.
But Mary is only a little bit taller than you.
And they all love Mary.
Yeah. They seem to like me, so it's all good.
Right, so, treasure room. That's what you're all interested in, right?
I'm talking to a Goliath.
I guess I'll take you there now.
Can I bring my drink?
If I see them
Sure.
walking away, I'll follow them.
She starts guiding all of you to treasure room. Doors open up and it leads down a maybe 20-foot hallway of just pure stone, and you notice that the architecture here it's pretty simple. It's a bit simpler than dwarven architecture. But it's still, you'd say, just as sturdy. Walk down this hallway, take a couple turns, and then you get to a room with a large stone door with several glyphs over it. She turns and looks at you and says, would you mind just turning around for a moment?
I'm going to stare straight at Trinity as I turn around. Just watch her.
She makes a series of intricate hand gestures and touches a few points on the door, and it opens up. Were any of you watching?
Was Trinity watching?
Of course she
I was watching Trinity.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Everyone was blocking my view.
Aw. You can actually go through our legs.
That's true, I could.
That doo-doo. It's gonna be 7.
Okay. And you remember the approximate locations that she touched, but you have no idea what those hand motions were.
And I'm just trying to read to see whether you got it or not.
The doors open up of their own accord, and I'm not sure what you guys were expecting to see. Maybe some of you were expecting to see piles of gold. Maybe some of you were expecting to see weapons on racks, but it opens up, and it is 3 chests that are just sitting there alone in the room, and it's much smaller space than you're expecting. It's a closet, pretty much.
Do you have any way to remove a curse on the land having to do with necromancy?
We're looking into that.
Do you have anything here that would help with that, or the people in the town?
Just know that it will be taken care of
How big
in
is your
due
league?
time. It's not a number we particularly like to divulge.
Okay. Are you global?
Our
Regional?
operation is global, yes.
How long have you been doing?
I'm trying to figure out how much I can trust you to take care of it versus, taking care of it ourselves.
They've only been doing this for like a year. They could be.
What's in the
total
box?
amateurs.
As
Well, behind door number 1.
yeah, as,
Would you like?
and she responds, as long as the gods have been interfering, so quite a while. several hundred years at least. We haven't always been as large as we are now. And we have had our ups and downs, but...
Are there any gods who are particularly against you?
Yes. So she opens up all three of the boxes and reaches in and thinks of something, pulls out a ring, reaches in again, thinks of something,
Is that a box of
pulls
holding?
out a... Yes.
They come in things other than bags? How do you make those?
That would require many months of explanation.
Bag seems like a better one. It's lighter. We can travel with it.
And maybe we should.
You guys should make bags.
Maybe we should hold the questions until we figure out what we're getting.
Natural.
I'll take your shit in Velgrath.
Magic is natural.
Don't listen to it, it's not. Just pass it over here. I'll get rid of it for you.
Reaches in, pulls out a cloak. Does anyone want to... Yeah, I'll go ahead and...
You can say what it all is. Divenna can type it out for now.
Yeah,
and we can
I
give
have
it.
the bag of holding open.
Ring, cloak. Missed everything else.
Pulls out a sickle.
A popsicle?
Sickle.
Ice sickle?
Sickle. Takes
As
my
in
soul.
Sickle.
It's in the
The
weapons.
thing used to read.
Yeah, like a ring.
Yeah.
I'm just being, I don't know.
You know, maybe there'll be two of them. And
Sickle.
And see? She gets me. She knows what's up.
Ulfgar, I think you're rubbing off on her. You guys
We're
just in the
both
back going,
moody elves that don't like people.
popsicle, icicle. I imagine them just whispering to each other while she's pulling these things out. And being just like, why did I pick these people again?
Actually, that is a question I wanted to ask. Why did you pick us again?
Because I think we'll be good members.
But,
Trying to recruit us.
but how? Why? I mean, I understand why they picked people like us, but why specifically our group? We only just formed like an hour before she found us.
Yeah, right?
Like,
That
we're-
is
Couple
true.
days.
Trinity's very irritated. Very, very irritated.
I'm taking joy in it, actually.
Joy in Trinity's irritation.
Yes. Because I know how much this bugs her because she loves treasure so much.
I'm just really uncomfortable with the idea that I have no idea.
I'm
what
indifferent.
I am.
Do you even know what any of these things do? No. So it doesn't matter at the moment.
I know they're valuable.
She just sees money,
I don't just see money. I see value.
which is money.
Feels that
Alright.
they're also smart enough to know what each of us might individually need.
So, and the reason that we brought you here was so that we can give you treasure actually useful to you, and so that the treasure that was in the dragon hoard be useful to other members of our
I
organization.
think I just said that like 10 seconds ago.
You don't know. Whatever. Go ahead.
So, gives a ring of protection. Basically, it's just a +1 AC ring. It does need to be attuned. A +1 quarterstaff.
Oh, okay. I guess that'd be this guy.
A cloak of elven kind.
What is that? Weird.
So that gives. I need to look up exactly what it does, but basically it improves your stealth a lot.
Ooh.
Well, a little bit.
Don't lose your pencil over it.
I'm going to say because I think that the normal D&D cloak of elven kind, from what I remember right, is a little too powerful. I'm going to say it works similarly to the Lord of the Rings cloak, where as long as you remain stationary, you have advantage on stealth checks.
What's the point of that? Watching somebody?
Or, move, stop.
Or good.
You can
Move,
like,
stop.
in the middle of battle, even if you're not moving.
If you don't want it, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Nice looking cloak.
I'm gonna hear what
Anybody
else
want the
is
stick?
A +1 sickle.
Down.
A necklace that she explains can be used once per day to cast the spell Blur. And boots of spider climbing.
Does it ever?
That's it.
Spider pig
That's it.
does. There are 6 of us.
This is a massive amount of treasure.
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't say it wasn't.
That
I
seems like
just said
one for
that's it.
everybody.
Didn't say anything else.
And
I'll take the boots.
What? Who said you take the boots?
I did.
You should take the
I
cloak.
didn't.
I mean, that's what I'm taking. So
You should take the cloak.
Pretty
I don't need the
arrogant.
cloak.
I was
I
originally like, oh, the ring might be nice, but I think I'm supposed to take the staff. Or as long as nobody wants the stick. Anybody else want to fight with the stick?
No one wants
No.
your stick.
And if
These boots, however, I'm quite keen on.
and
really
she
wanted the
she asks
ring-
you, and some of these I can exchange if you'd like. Is there a particular weapon or armor that some of you would want?
I want a longbow.
And you, Velgrath?
Oh, the stick is fine.
Okay.
Stick is natural.
I don't mean to sound ungrateful. I really am quite loving all of these options, but if you have an elven longbow, I would like to know about it. I've been searching for very specific.
She reaches into each of the boxes, pauses for a moment. In the last one, something comes up. It is a bow, and she examines it for a little while. Says, I don't think this is exactly what you're looking for. And
There should be. Is there a small symbol engraved at the base of the bow?
looks at it.
Thank you for checking. I appreciate it.
And it is a short bow. It's not a long bow.
Blast.
So I'll be keeping the boots and things.
You will not.
You didn't want them. You
I
wanted
did
a bow.
want the boots.
wanted
You
the
wanted a
longbow.
bow.
I was just asking about a bow. I didn't want the bow.
Oh, really?
Also,
So
she
you were
wanted a
asking
longbow.
and searching for a bow that you didn't want.
You don't know my mind.
I don't need to.
Thank you for your generosity.
Thank you. I'm sure we'll figure it out.
You're very welcome. So
Should we stay here for the night? I don't know how many times you can transport people.
I
just hope you hold tight onto those boots.
I'm a little tired after
I mean, if
that
you
fight.
want
Things
the
go
boots,
missing.
you
I
can make
can
an offer.
understand.
Things go missing sometimes.
You don't want
is
to
all I'm
stealth?
We
This feels like
appreciate
a-
that you were able to transport us today.
And also, thanks for saving our lives.
Yeah.
After you put them in danger.
And
So I'd say it's even.
We did agree to go on a dangerous mission.
We
It's not
did.
We
her fault.
is it's
As
a
a
very
group-
liberal use of the word.
As
we.
a group,
I do appreciate what you've done for us. And this mission was... All of our members have their own place. They have their own skill levels and their own tasks that we send them out to do. We sent you out on a task that we thought would be challenging for you, but we believed that you would be able to accomplish given the information we had at the time.
Whoops.
Sometimes we do make mistakes. You're not omniscient.
no, you would be a god.
And then this whole thing wouldn't work.
Yep.
Yeah, then that'd be really awkward.
So we are thankful, and you are welcome to stay here for as long as you would likely want to. Trinity, saying this is DM. Do you remember that you got a little necklace? Okay. If you haven't brought that up, then never mind. Just wanted to make sure you didn't forget.
I did not.
Okay. But now I am quite tired. I don't generally fight dragons every day, so I'm gonna go take a little nap. Actually, I'm gonna get a drink first.
Mind if we join you?
My kind
Not
of
at
lady,
all.
Mary. Lead the way.
I'll have water. My body is a sanctuary.
Are you interested in any objects that they have?
We will be going back and doing a bit more thorough of a search with people who specialize in that sort of thing.
Well, I found a very interesting item. I'm not really sure what it is. Roach type thing. You can take a look at it and perhaps we can work out some arrangement.
Sure. Let me see it. Yeah. She casts a spell. Examines it closely. This. Actually, we already have a few of these, but it is quite useful. You may want to keep it.
What does it do?
She says it is a periaptive wound closure.
Oh.
Do I at all know what that is?
She explains what it
Okay.
does. So basically, when you go unconscious, you can decide to not make death saving throws anymore and just stabilize. Also, when you heal during a short rest, you gain double the hit points from the hit dice roll.
I think I'll keep.
I'd say Trinity, you should keep that.
Yeah.
Especially since you're kind of a glass king.
I mean, I would love one too, but I think Trinity needs it more than me,
yeah,
considering I can do a lot of ranged
I mean, I wasn't gonna give it up, even if you needed it.
I'm just telling you, I would want one too. If we ever find another one,
But, I mean, if you ever find another one, you can keep it.
we as a group, I'm
Yeah,
interesting
yeah,
now.
that's what
that
I
they're
meant too.
If
If you ever find another
I'm
one, like any of
just-
them ever find another one.
I go
What?
find a place.
I'm just walking to the bar now.
I need to
Periapt of wound closure.
So I know that there's regular size mugs of meat, but I'm gonna get one of the
You want the
Goliath
size?
I mean, Goliaths are only like 7.
The regular
No
size
death
monkey is a
saving
Goliath.
Between my teeth. They come in pints?
No, no death saving throws,
I
and
just
then
want
you
a
said
small
double
aquarium
on short
of
rest.
what is it?
Yeah,
No.
I will send you
Ventura.
all the exact
Small aquarium.
specifications for
Whiskey.
Sweet. I guess I'm keeping the cloak.
You're keeping the
guess.
cloak.
I'm gonna chat up a
You're keeping the
Goliath.
boots.
It looks like it.
Call me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cloak.
yeah.
That means we have a quarterstaff, which you laid claim to.
Yeah.
A sickle? Who wants a sickle?
Does it do anything?
It's a +1 sickle.
So a sickle is a simple weapon. It is a 1d4 damage, slashing damage.
Is it a short-handled
So it's
sickle?
pretty
or a
short.
long
Plus
handle?
one.
Short-handled sickle. Monty will chew on the handle. Chewing.
It's. I mean, I feel bad
+1
because.
hit and +1 damage.
He earned a reward just
Kithri,
as
what
much
would
as
you
anybody
want?
else.
Yeah, but they only gave us 6
Stick it in
things.
Monty's mouth.
Maybe we could sell it somewhere?
Well, you haven't gotten anything.
Yeah,
You
I
haven't
forgot
gotten
about that.
anything. So we have a
It would be
sickle.
better than your dagger.
And you're in the
Is it?
magic thing.
Is it better than my dagger?
It's a +1.
Mine's a +2.
What?
We also
your
have
dagger's a
a lure
+2?
necklace.
No, it's not.
No?
No.
just a
Oh, you just
modifier.
that's just your modifier.
Oh.
Dexterity.
So it would be a +5 here and
Allows you
then
to
a
cast
+3.
lure
That would be
today.
strength.
Oh wait, what's your strength?
No. It's a finesse weapon. So
Yeah,
it'd be
that's not
just-
it's a dexterity. Yeah. So your
just
dexterity is
look it up
+2.
for
Okay, that's why it's
You said
+2. It's not a
it's
plus- it's not a
valid,
+2
like-
weapon. You just get +2 to hit and damage with it
Well, I was
because
gonna
of
say
your
it's a spell of
dexterity.
that, and I
This
figured
weapon
it's
just by
easy to
itself, this sickle by itself is +1.
So it,
So it'd be +3 for you
Yeah.
essentially.
and then the attack
Nice.
bonus would be an extra.
They have disadvantage on
plus
attack
one,
rolls
right?
against you.
You should take
And it's
If they-
slashing
okay.
instead of piercing. So
Yeah.
So you're
I'll
taking
take
the
a
sickle?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
the sickle.
Do you want the blur necklace then, or the ring of protection?
Blur necklace is pretty cool. I just looked at that.
Yeah. Sure, I'll take blur necklace.
Okay. So I'll take the ring of
Feel like
protection.
the person that's going to be front lines, blur would be.
Yeah. Boots of elven kind? No, spider
I was
pig
like, armor
boots.
class?
That's what I
Spider
got.
climbing.
Thank you. Spider climbing.
Boots of spider climb, which spider climb, it's exactly what you think it is, but I think it lasts a minute.
Aw.
I mean, my wings last for a minute.
That's enough to
10
last,
rounds
yeah, whole combat.
in combat.
Well, in combat, but I'm thinking about outside
Oh no,
combat.
up to an hour.
That's what I'm talking about. Scaling some walls right here.
America.
You can also go along ceilings,
I'll
leaving your
eventually
hands
be able to
free.
do that.
You also gain a climbing speed equal to your
water.
walking speed.
Yeah.
And you can run up walls, yeah.
Because you're a monk?
Yeah.
What?
Eventually.
Eventually.
He's not there yet. But yeah.
It's gonna take him, a couple years.
Anyway,
What am I eventually going to be able to do?
A lot of sneak attack damage.
I'm gonna try on my
You're a
boots and use them
thief?
right now.
Yeah.
Eventually, you're actually going to be really good at using objects.
yeah.
Like using magical objects.
Oh, yeah. Easy.
So,
I get to have +1 to my AC, guys. So I'm gonna tune my ring of protection.
If I climbed on the ceiling, could I hang down and tickle the tops of people's heads?
My AC's up to
I'm
11.
gonna do that now.
So I believe those also, those require attunement as well. So
I have to learn how to
you
use
sort
them.
of you put them on and you start sort of focusing on them while you're drinking, having okay time.
Yeah.
And eventually you feel them start to tighten and mold themselves around your feet. So that now they
Got my
fit you
toe
pretty
prints
well.
in there, yeah.
And you're attuned to them.
Yay!
Wait, what is my stats for my sickle?
it's gonna be +5 here, and then 1d4 +3.
All right. So is there anything we want to
D4.
specifically do tonight? I would like to help you pull a prank.
Oh. Okay.
Because I hear you have some more potions that might do
I
things.
do have some potions.
And I feel like it would be rather hilarious if there were some Goliaths who were having an interesting time tonight. Or tomorrow morning when they wake up.
I've already got that covered.
So are you chatting up a Goliath right now, Kithri?
I so am.
Okay, go ahead and make a persuasion check.
That was this kind of woman. Come on.
It was sparks instantly, I saw it.
That was almost 20.
Almost.
It's not going well.
So you're the worst flirter ever.
I mean, when you're really attractive, you just gotta smile at them. Nod.
So, and you start chatting one of them up, but halfway through your first drink, you're already trashed.
Classic Kithri.
And,
How to drink.
You know, guys, I think we may need to have a little talk with Kithri about her drinking.
Ration time.
I don't think it's been a problem.
She was drunk in the middle of a fight.
So was everybody.
Also needed the alcohol while being invisible, thereby making her visible.
Yeah.
Having a good time.
We had to tie her on a rope to keep her from walking.
That is true.
I had to do that to Monty when he drinks. I mean,
Your dog drinks.
he's a war dog. He earned the drink.
All right. Putting that aside, we might need to talk to her about it.
Yeah, Monty just burps. So am I legitimately walking up walls right now? Is that it?
right now, and do you want to sit with the rest of the group? You want to sit with some strangers, or?
I want to talk to anybody willing to. Or is there like a blacksmith or armor here who might be in possession of a longbow that they're willing to sell?
You have to go exploring a little bit for that. And you can ask someone if they can sell you a longbow, or ask where a blacksmith is.
Yes.
Okay.
You're Goliath.
So you
Were you writing a letter?
You're Goliath.
you ask someone, and he says, "Oh, that would be Carnid. That's her name." So he points you over at Carnid, and she actually is in the tavern right now, drinking as well. And you approach her, and Carnid says, you're a skinny one, aren't you? What can I do for you?
I heard that you may be in possession of a longbow that you're willing to part ways with for a certain price.
Yeah, I mean, I do operate a little bit of a shop here for when the adventurers want to come in and trade in their goods, but I'm kind of drinking right now.
Well, out of curiosity, how much would a longbow run?
I could probably sell you one for about not price of a long.
It's 50. I looked at my phone.
Really?
Pretty sure. But don't actually trust me. 'Cause I don't usually.
I could probably part with that for about 50 gold.
Well, when will you be in the shop?
Tomorrow morning. She looks down at her beer. Not too early.
Is there
Well, then
any?
I'll see you then.
Are there any red-haired Goliaths in the room?
No. So Goliaths are interesting in that they have sort of grayish skin. It has an almost rocky texture, but they have very little hair. They do have hair on the top of their heads. Some of them do, but yeah, you are bald completely.
Suits.
I'm sure I would make that announcement to a Goliath at some point. Like, look!
Hey, and like gets you.
Nuggies me.
Yeah. None of them have red hair.
Because they don't have hair.
Do I notice one that's particularly more jovial and outgoing than the rest? The guy in the room who's got the loudest laugh. Like, is there somebody like that?
There is a woman in the room who has a fairly large crowd around her, and she is quite rambunctious. She's telling dirty jokes, and just she's the life of the party.
She's the life of the party. Okay, I'm gonna try out my new boots here.
Yeah.
And I wanna walk up the wall, and I heard that you can walk on ceilings with these boots. And I'm gonna go and start, like, I got some grapes. I'm just gonna, like, throw some grapes at her and at other people until they see me. Just be like, I'm upside down! But remember, I'm a sharpshooter, so I'm throwing these grapes impressively.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll for grape throwing.
Natural 20.
Is that D20 plus 5? I don't 16. I don't know what to do with
Plus
that.
your dexterity.
16 plus
my
your
dex?
dexterity. Yeah.
Okay,
You are not proficient in grape throwing.
19. I am indeed proficient.
Okay. And yeah, you launch a grape at her head. She looks around, doesn't see anything. Throw another grape. Looks around. Hey, who's doing that? Doesn't see anything.
I had the guy next door.
Guy looks around, glances up. Hey!
Open your mouth!
Make another attack roll.
See if I can get it in its mouth.
Dexterity check, I guess. Yeah.
15.
Yeah. He catches it.
Natural 15?
No, it's 12 plus
Okay.
3. Yeah. 12 plus 3, 15.
Yeah.
We're having a grand old time. Life of the party. I'm gonna see if anyone's vibing on me.
All right. You do notice that after everyone in the tavern seems to notice you, another of the Goliaths, a male, he transforms into an owl and flies up, and he lands on one of the.
They're all raptors?
It's stone, so there's no rafters really. But there is a chandelier sort of thing. It lands on one of that, and
It's a grape.
yeah, you toss a grape up, it flies up and catches it. And
You
everyone,
guys do whatever. I'm just hanging out.
everyone seems to appreciate you.
That's what I do.
All right.
I want to just try talking to Mary because I want to try talking to Kithri, but Kithri's drunk, so I'm attempting to pick up a Goliath.
She might comprehend
But I'm
what you're
actually really
saying.
fascinated at the fact that there are magic users.
So, Kithri,
Yeah.
another. It's mostly Goliaths in here, but there are a few humans, dwarves, a couple of wood elves. Another of the Goliaths come up and says to you, "You're looking a little drunk. You want to be drunk?"
Not particularly.
Casts a spell, touches your shoulder, and you feel all of the negative effects of being drunk lift away.
Teach me that.
Really?
I didn't say that. I am meditating.
Written on your arm every other hour. You're just casting it.
Is this guy your new best friend?
Or not.
The functional
So you want to
part
talk to
alcohol.
Mary?
Yeah, just in general, I don't know that I've ever really met any other magic users.
Okay. It seems like
Besides, I said I wanted to talk to Kithri too, but Kithri was drunk.
Not anymore.
I mean, and Daliel was
Yeah,
A wizard.
that's about it. And a paladin.
yeah, and I mean there were magic users in the city. They weren't super common,
But no one I could really talk
Yeah.
to. No one, I didn't have a captive audience.
Yeah.
So I just in general want to talk and try to figure out more about what it is that I'm using even, and
Do you want to roleplay that, or are you just okay?
stuff that I talk to you about outside. And
You converse throughout the night, and we'll figure out the details later, but you leave the tavern with a better understanding of your powers.
awesome.
And the night progresses. You all take some much needed racks.
Roxanne.
Yep.
I should get a long rest.
Relaxation, rest
Isn't
and
it
relaxation.
kind of already night? Because like the tavern fight happened at night. We got taken to the fortress.
Yeah,
right
it's been a
away.
while.
It's been a while.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
but I'm good because I got to sleep before the tavern fight.
Only because you're trying to catch up then.
Yeah, I know.
We're
Eventually,
doing a form of
Is there a
sleeping
garden
before
or
the tavern
something
fight.
around here? Like, just
Can
some
you please stop shaming
nice
me?
soft ground. I don't particularly like sleeping in beds when I'm alone.
Who says you're gonna be alone?
not sure.
Very fair point.
Do you want to?
How well did my evening go?
You could have picked up a person, whoever you would.
Excellent. Wherever their bunk is.
Okay, go ahead and make a. For the purposes of this, you go ahead and make a performance check.
Yes, I will. Oh, don't you laugh. My performance is on point.
We'll see.
17.
Yeah. So you have your pick of the litter, pretty much.
I'm going to take the extra gray one. Oh.
The extra.
Okay.
Shall we
He's been
finish what we
vibing on me
started?
all night, you know. I saw it in his eyes. Me and him just kind of like, we nodded at each other and rendezvoused in the corridors. We're private people.
And he was quite vigorous, as most of the people here are, being adventurers.
Oh, dear Lord. And I was passed out for most of yesterday, so I could
I thought you were going to say for
stay
most
with
of
it.
Whoa.
And Dungeonous Work is taken off the air.
Yep.
Yeah. Cut that out.
Because that's bad, but my corpse raping comment earlier, that was okay. That was
I mean, we were all like,
And Kithri, if you'd like, after that, you could also attempt to.
Yeah, pick up my gentleman. Not
for this
drunk
one,
anymore.
I hear they're quite vigorous.
Persuasion check.
That's a lot better.
happening?
Persuasion. She's
So
not
it's
drunk
a straight
anymore,
up
so-
16.
Okay. Still a Goliath that you're attempting to flirt with.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and you
My God.
after this after this Goliath cures your wounds.
"Who's your savior?"
Yep.
Oh, that's not a euphemism.
You
okay.
can
No,
you
the new
can
wound.
decide to, and he chats you up a little bit, and
Yeah.
Okay, so all of us rest for the night, and that is, I think, where we're gonna end.
Before we completely wrap,
Okay.
I want to try and talk to Divenna a little bit, like towards the end of the night, like
Right,
when
because you're gonna
things
pull
are
a prank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's time.
yeah. It's time. So, I have a couple of potions. One that would cause hiccups, and one that would cause skin color change.
Oh.
I also have tar and feathers.
So, I
Turducken
really want to
feathers,
see.
I'd like to add.
I really want to see like Goliath's hiccuping and all that, but we do have someone who thinks he's quite above some of the rest of us in our group, and he's all against things that are unnatural. So hiccups are natural, but there's also skin changing colors, and that's rather unnatural as well,
Yeah?
according to his definitions. Do you think he would take it as the joke it is and lighten up a little bit, or do you think this would go poorly?
I don't know. Sounds like a good time either way.
Do it.
That, or I think I just saw our friend leaving with an owl man.
I yell, do it, as I leave.
Feathers seem appropriate as well.
That is true.
What do you think?
I am down for whichever.
How can we get him to take the color changing?
That is a very good question. Yeah, best thing I can think of is put it in water because he's always drinking water.
It's true. I
could
Next time we
do
go
to
over-
him like I did to Jukum. Stick it in his water while he's asleep.
Does he sleep though?
No, he's got to leave his water at some point. Does he take it with him everywhere? What about when he goes to the restroom? Does he take his water into the restroom
I
with
mean,
him?
does he take off all his armor to go to the restroom?
He doesn't really wear armor.
Armor?
Well, I'm talking about in general. Like, do you unequip all of your stuff to go to the restroom?
So unnatural. Please get Velgrath. Please get Velgrath.
My fists or my armor?
Please get Velgrath.
Point, though, like, do you
Please
take
get
all of
Velgrath.
your stuff off every time you go to the bathroom? And like, he seems like he's off in a corner meditating. Like, Trinity does.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty
For
sure
4
she said
hours.
that she's aware of everything while she's
Yeah.
meditating.
I mean,
We might have to just look for an opportunity.
yeah, I think that's our best bet. Also, I know Trinity brought up something with you before. But I was curious how you felt about doing the break into the nettles. They apparently have something of hers that she really wants to get back.
I'm not sure how much I trust that it's actually hers. I wouldn't have any problems with it if it was. But if it's just something that
She wants.
she stole and then was stolen from her, or something that she really wants, I didn't have too many problems taking things from them because it's all stolen.
Yeah.
So I guess it shouldn't be a difference when it's for Trinity. I mean, also, we were kind of saving their everything.
Yeah. Think on it.
What do you think?
I'm down to do it. 'Cause they don't need whatever it is.
Is there a way to do it without getting them all pissed off at us?
I'm sure we could come up with some sort of a plan.
Mine don't seem to go very well.
Yeah, I can't say that I have a great plan in mind. But perhaps, I mean, Trinity does know the nettles better than we do. Maybe she has some more ideas that she hasn't expressed yet to us.
I mean, she asked if I could explode a room, so I don't know how subtle her ideas are.
Yeah, that might be a little bit much.
Which is why I wasn't sure if she actually wanted the thing, whatever it is, back. Because if we're exploding a room, and if it's in the room, it doesn't seem like I don't know, some things survive. It's weird. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to steal just for stealing's sake. That seems
I'll try and talk to her and see if she'll tell me a little bit more about what it is. Because we had this conversation.
in your private time.
Yeah.
There's some private time.
Like yesterday night or something. I think that was like 2 sessions
So what
ago.
happened?
2 sessions ago.
Hell yeah!
I want to know.
And I'm just gonna start doing that, like attempting to get information out of Ulfgar, because I know I'm not getting anything out of Trinity.
And I probably blush.
And be like, ah!
And then I walk away. To go find Trinity.
Yep.
And I'll go back and, I don't know, flirt with some people or something.
That's what everyone else.
Yep. Except for this one.
Except for this one.
I should try to flirt with Velgrath. That would be fun.
Oh my god. That would be life.
I just think that the animosity that Amadine and I have is just like kind of like those opposites track kind of thing, possibly, but probably not.
Oh, I have no interest in you. But I just want to see you come down off your pedestal a bit. Anyway.
And supportive and pliable. And my elves, that. And owls.
Man, elves and owls. Name of our next show. So, with that, you get your night's rest. You are all now level 6.
What?
We totally killed a dragon, guys. Duh.
Yeah, right. We did that.
And you guys had your harrowing fight at the end. I mean, most of you had your heroine
That was-
fight at the end.
I did kill somebody.
I tried to help.
I spent most of it just running.
I vaporized a zombie.
This one, these two. I don't know about there.
I think on my notes
sorry,
just
what
have
did you
level
do in
6
that fight?
activation.
I killed a guy. What did you do?
I killed 3 people.
I cast Bane and then went for my
I'm not
weapons.
talking to you.
I know.
Three
I'm just
people?
laughing because I didn't do
Like 3
I didn't
people?
do
Because I
one
don't
fight.
remember
One came back to life. I count all of them as one fight, okay?
Oh, see, that's not.
And I knocked
Fight
a
you've
dude
ever
out.
been in?
I knocked a dude out,
Yeah, it's like-
and I killed 3 people. You can get off me. I was the MVP.
Barely
And I hit the halfling woman in the neck with an
about
arrow.
killing.
And if somebody had followed that up with a nice hit, might have put her down.
Clearly, Ulfgar didn't put out because you're quite testy. So let's just go to bed.
Nah,
Maybe
Tessie, I
that'll
got
be
it.
fixed by the morning.
Good luck getting the feathers out of you.
He can transform everything.
That it solidifies that I'm gonna try to get some feathers stuck in her hair while she's asleep.
They're probably already there.
No, not
Alright.
just like
I love it when a plan comes
like
together.
put something sticky like honey.
Or some of the tar that I have.
Tar's a bit much. I think like honey.
Okay. Good night, everyone. We'll see you next
guys.
episode.
Nixon.
Bye.
Nixon.
We're all good.